And I'm wondering if the heating's on and stuff, but
All right.
wouldn't surprise us in this house. David just thinks I've got money to burn. Burn, baby, burn.
Yeah.
Don't know why that popped into my head, but it did.
Oh, Laney's going live with a bit. I can't stop long.
Oh, can you not? Oh, right.
No.
It's just great, like, fancy doing that at the same time. I mean,
Yeah, and Bloody City are playing 8 o'clock. Yeah.
Mm.
So I've got to make some priorities. You know what I mean? And
Oh, itchy eye. So, anyway, hello everybody and welcome. I nearly said it's Trivia Tuesday. It's not. Chatty
That's
Tuesday.
a lie.
Chatty Tuesday, innit? Yeah.
In it, Gav, in it, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
In it, bruv, yeah.
It's Chatty Tuesday for 2 more weeks actually, and then it'll be Banish Bin. Yeah. Of course, next week this will go back to 9 because I'll be doing mine Heather's Let's Talk About from 7:30 next week.
Oh, right, okay.
So, yeah, that'll be good. Baby. Hi, Sylvia. Sylvia is coming to my house on Friday.
Oh.
We're going to have a party without you.
I got a Manchester.
You go Manchester.
I got a Manchester on Friday.
So you're going for the North and all?
Well, actually, technically, I'm going to Cheshire, actually.
Oh, very posh, Cheshire.
Yes, technically, yes.
And that's where all the footballers live.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, the lad over the road plays a Sunday league, but,
I see. Hi, Dodo. Hi, Richard. Yeah, me too. I'm so excited. I had a meltdown yesterday, but now I feel a lot better after meltdown. It was coming.
I see.
It was overdue meltdown.
I see.
Plus, I've also had chocolate and a takeaway, so it's probably not good.
Medicine food. That's what it is.
Yeah, but I'm being good now. I'm just having polo.
Oh, I see. You've had a takeaway and you've had chocolate, but now you're having a polo. Right, okay. Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes complete sense.
It's a mint with a hole in it, so that's less mint, isn't it?
Yeah. That's like my mum. My mum used to have white wine and soda. And apparently the soda used to take all the calories away from the wine,
Oh.
Yeah.
It's good, that, isn't it? It's good.
Yeah. That was her excuse, and she was sticking to it.
Hi, Stephen. Full of cats and cheese. Cheshire is apparently.
Yes. Lots of cats and cheese. Yes.
Hi, Pat. Solid. I'll not bring cream cakes then. Not? What do you mean with this word not?
What?
I was trying to be good. We were discussing having salad, so we were good, weren't we? Yes, let's have salad.
Yeah, something like
that. Salad with cream cake.
Yeah.
That's a good salad.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan to me.
I have.
You haven't.
How do you know what I have?
I don't know.
I got a parcel in the post. I did.
You get a parcel?
I did. I got a parcel from the lovely Kelly. I'm not sure if she's here.
Oh.
Kelly, who is Sally Kelly, and she sent me. Because we were talking about pom poms. Was it last week? I think it was last week.
Yeah,
and she said she had a pom pom maker, right? And but she also had some other bits and bobs as well, which she sent me, which I was reading out. And here is said pom pom maker. Now, I don't know what happened because of what I said. It looks like some sort of double-ended medical device, shall we say. But yeah, and I was looking at it going, well, hold on, how does that make pom-poms? Because it's not a circle. So yeah, it'll be fun when it'll be fun when I go to do these. However, trying to work out this, that's the thing. I'll have to Google it and see if I can find in any destructions. Destructions being the correct word.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna do it in the original format, is like what I did prior. Yeah. When I was a kid, and cardboard, etc. So I'm gonna try, do that, and then I'm gonna try it this way as well and see how they turn out and what it's like and if it's any good and so on and so forth. It goes. Okay. So discussing salad is one thing, eating it is a totally different thing. That's very true. Have you ever seen that picture where it shows people eating salads and they're also like happy? In the pictures, they get like,
and it's great around salad. It's beautiful.
Yeah. It's like, what? Like
beautiful salad really, and beautiful people.
Really show the truth about the salad, right? They're really like eating a bit cucumber. That maybe sounds wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's just come out of Pilates on the way through Waitrose. Yeah.
How are you feeling, Lily? You sound a lot chirpier. Yes, I am, but I think that's because I had a meltdown yesterday. Like it all came out full on snot tears, the lot, and I think it's sort of like made us feel better. Essentially, but only either going to go one way or the other on it.
A pressure valve release.
And yeah, I think I just got out a lot of my frustration in that snot crying thing.
Fair enough.
And also probably eating takeaway and chocolate. But I'm going to be good now, obviously.
Hi, Kath. Hi, Porky. Hi, Fauna. Hi, Steve. Hi, Pat. Hi, Richard. Not a bit else I've missed.
Oh, I'm going to prepare. I'm going to compare. I can't even see it. Prepare. Compare.
Go on, give it another go.
Me and Sylvie is going to compare our pom-poms.
Sounds like there should be a website for something like that. But anyway, go on.
Yes. There probably is. Somewhere.
Compareyourpompom.com.
Yeah, that just went through my head. Get out of my head, you.
Sorry.
Hi, Porky. Hi, Kath. I've had an exorcism. Yes, an exorcism of frustration. I have been fumigated.
You've been fumigated? You just say.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't the right word, but I just went there.
So many answers, so little time.
Pompom.comparison.com. Yes.
Lainey's been fumigated. Well,
yeah, I'm fumigated. So
not much to answer that with, really.
Also, in this, I'll show you a few things from this. There's a crotch, not a crotch. It's not a crotch stitch set.
Get your mind out the gutter and out of crotches. Could just behave yourself.
It's got a little hedgehog on it.
Ah.
So I'm gonna have a go at doing that. And there's like this duckling making kit. So there.
Oh.
So I'm gonna make a duckling, but I need to buy some stuffing. To stick in them, I guess. Because I can see all the parts, like, all the bits that you stitch together. Yeah. So our pom-poms are being judged by symmetry, density, and size. density of all pom-poms. That's the thing, isn't it? Kath said, if you've been fumigated, Lenny, has the itching stopped? Unfortunately, no. Still ongoing. Stephen's imagining the scene from E.T. where they set up a tent and they all wear hazmat suits. Yeah, and it's me looking in the mirror. You know why the bit where he's looking into the thing at E.T. And he's like crying on the thing. It's me looking in the mirror going, "Who the fuck is that?" That is what it is, really.
Well, we're talking about mirrors. I know we've had this conversation before.
Hi, Susan.
But I was having a conversation with a friend of mine recently, and said that I don't have a mirror in the house. Not that I don't have one. It's not that I don't want one necessarily. I don't bother with it. I know where my face is to shave. I've been shaving it for quite a few years now. You know, I just don't need one. And anyway, they dropped me off a mirror. Christ almighty. Yeah. And there could probably, get probably a gang of us in it, to be honest.
Probably what was in it?
You get a gang of us in it, There's quite a few of us in this bloody mirror, but
You could have a party mirror.
Yeah, party mirror, yeah. Jesus, yeah. Yeah. I don't know what they were trying to say, but yeah, anyway.
I'm sure it's just because you now have a mirror, and that was the mirror that had available.
No, Stephen, I don't.
I suppose essentially, like modern technology, now just look on.
Well, yeah, you can do it on your phone. You can watch it on your phone if you really need to. But I'm not into looking at myself really. Halloween was last October.
Yeah, but don't start with the Halloween thing. But isn't it like? Doesn't everyone nobody? Well, no, actually, people do like looking at themselves, don't they? There's people out there who's kind of like, oh my god, it's me. No, like I'm so amazing and all that shit. Like they fall in love with their own self.
I can think of a couple of resellers, but anyway, but yeah, yeah, don't get me started. Yeah, it's one of them. As I say, it's not. I didn't make a conscious decision of I'm not having any mirrors in my home. It's just I've never bothered buying one for this place, really. And I've been here for 4 years nearly now, so
Yeah.
But as I say, for shaving and all that, well, I kind of became used to having possibly not the facilities to shave properly in that respect. So I just used to go, used to shave without having to have a mirror sometimes. So, But.
Hi, Mandy. Hi, Chris. Don't know if I said hi or not. When you just go, no, not when we get glasses off me head. No, I haven't gotten Robo Bitch repaired, unfortunately. No. It will take weeks, and it always does. Do you know what? I need to make a complaint. I need to do something public, and it's scaring me a little bit because I know that there's the backlash of and I know obviously everyone watching this and all of you, so wouldn't think of it like that, but there's people out there who are just going, oh well, just because I'm overweight and whatever, and just think it's my fault and whatnot, and facing that sort of backlash is something that stopped us saying something. But really, they need to think of these things and have some sort of system in place, because as I said in my video the other day, Robo bitches my legs, and without it, I'm stuck. And not only am I stuck, I'm stuck in this room. I can't go anywhere. So, this is my 3rd week in this room completely.
Can I just say, I'm sorry, I'm not laughing. I'm not laughing at you. It's just what Chris Tyler's put.
I haven't read it. I'm not that far down.
Sorry. But yeah, I mean, we've had the conversation a few times over, particularly the last couple of weeks while this has been going on. I can't believe that there aren't systems in place to properly replace what you have. I mean, except what do you say? There's 1,000 types of different one, and
and I understand that. I get it, right? All right, so
but surely the manufacturer should have quicker times rather than.
Yeah.
I think the problem is that they will wait till probably the end of the month or whatever the beginning of the month, whatever the time scale is,
Mm-hmm.
and say, okay, we need figure out the air. 50 sets of wheels or 50 wheels for different customers. We'll just order it in one go. So you end up waiting 4 weeks. Then they got to go to engineers, and then they got to come out to you. It's ridiculous. I think that's how they do it. They get them all in one go.
Pretty quick when they came out to have a look. It was literally the next day. But then he can't order it himself. He has to go back to the office, and he said to us he wasn't going back to the office till the next day. Now, if they forget to do it, there's also that added time scale on.
Yeah.
And other things, and then obviously waiting for it to come in, and then it could possibly sit in a box until someone looks at it and puts it on, addresses it to the thing that it's needed to. But there needs to be a better system because it massively affects my mental health. And obviously I'm not the only one. You know what I mean? And I'm guessing it's going to be another couple of weeks, but God knows, really. Nobody knows until it's.
And that's
done.
the frustrating thing. They can't say when it is. You know what I mean? It's not like sorry, Miss Ray, it's going to be, the whatever of April,
Yeah,
but just to say,
you've got like some sort of date to look towards, but also, like when the place sees orders, surely there's you can get things delivered the same day. Do you know what I mean? In a lot of places, I don't know where the stuff is for these things. Whether if it is abroad, if it is abroad, then maybe they need some sort of facility in this country, because. For the minimum of 3 weeks, I've been stuck in this room, and people have offered help and stuff like that by offering if they lived close by to take us out in the car or whatever, but obviously not realizing that I can't get to a car because I haven't got the wheelchair, and I have no way of hoisting from. Even if I was in the wheelchair, I couldn't get in a car because there's no way of being hoisted from the car, from the wheelchair to the car. So I'm very much stuck in this one room, and there's only so many times you can, watch telly or whatever, tell yourself.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And it just drives us insane. Hi, Richard. I'm just reading Secret Carter's message. I need a mirror. It's the only way I can get to see me bits down below.
I'm all right to use a trimmer for... No, hang on. No, let's move on.
Strimmer, did you mean a strimmer?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, exactly, Chris. And probably send the wrong part now. Where do they get these wheels from, and how much do they cost? I have no clue, Susan. Not a clue. Have you thought of emailing your MP? I did wonder about it. I've actually got an appointment with Wheelchair Services tomorrow, which are the ones that initially get the wheelchair for you, and it is through the NHS. And it's sometimes I feel like when I'm complaining that I'm being ungrateful, because obviously without this service, there's no way that I could afford to have a wheelchair. Not like that. Do you know what I mean?
I know,
but then I know, but then you do feel a little bit kind of. I don't know. You just feel a little bit kind of like you
can't offer that sort of service without the facilities to back it up. You know what I mean?
It was like when I had to get the ambulance to hospital, and because there wasn't what's the word? An ambulance, because the dis what's the word? It's not discontinued, with like, I can't think of the word. What's the word? When someone gets retired, but it's a piece of equipment or a car or decommissioned.
Decommissioned. Yeah. I couldn't think of the word either. Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah.
so the
My memory.
the bariatric ambulances were decommissioned. Now, what they did was they upgraded the A&E ones and the patient ambulance to account for people of a bigger size, which was fine. But what they didn't think to is like someone like me who has lipedema and lymphedema, which means that my legs, one are bowed and two sort of like aside, like a, you know, on a stretcher, at the widest point, like, it isn't any good for me because it's my legs down to my hips. Sorry.
Just excuse me a minute. Sorry.
No worries. So it's my legs, like my lower, like down to my knees, really, that I have issues with, and the stretchers are not good enough for me. And the only stretcher I could use was a different one that didn't work on these patient ambulance, because they had made these equipment that was supposed to cater for everyone, but that also put you against the wall, and like I said, didn't really work for me, the wall of the thing. So what they would do is they would use an A&E ambulance for me when I had to go to hospital, and the ambulance meant that the trolley or stretcher on an A&E ambulance went in the centre of the ambulance, so therefore it was fine for me and it didn't have an effect on my legs. But obviously over the time, it was so frustrating. It was so frustrating at the time because I missed so many appointments, so many cancelled appointments and stuff, to the point that at first I didn't complain. But not only that, I was stuck in the house for 2 years at that time, stuck in my room, stuck in the house for 2 years. This was prior to Robo Bitch and the hoist, and that was the only way of getting out of the house, to go on a treatment ambulance, which, to be honest, I really enjoyed, which sounds really sad, but it was my only time out the house and I needed that sort of air and whatever. And yeah, so I did eventually complain, and they made a change in the ambulance, which they were doing anyway, apparently. But yeah, and so now it's fine. But yeah, all that time, and plus the thought that like they sent an A&E ambulance for me. What happens if like I'm in an A&E ambulance and then on the way to hospital, and all I could think about was, what if someone was needing that ambulance and I was in it just for an appointment? Do you know what I mean? Why, like, I couldn't understand why they couldn't use an ambulance that wasn't in service on A&E, but was an A&E ambulance. But that didn't seem to work. But anyway, supposedly they sorted it, and I've never had any trouble since. But having said that, I haven't like needed it, if you know what I mean. There was like a time when I was going for like knee appointments and MRI. I missed three fracture clinic appointments because of it. There was loads, like there must have been about 10-12 appointments I missed because the ambulance didn't come in time. But you know, that was then. This is now different issue. Anyway, let's go and read what you've been saying. Go back up. Scrolly. Have you thought of emailing your MP? How did I answer that? I can't remember. I went on a bit of a rant there. Yeah, maybe I did. Oh yeah, because I kind of said about speaking out, especially publicly. You know what I mean? But maybe that's after tomorrow with wheelchair services. I may sort of look into that because something needs to be changed. You'd think it'd be better restock, say use one, reorder one. Well, that was my thought, Sylvia, but they said because they have that many different ones that that they wouldn't have them in stock on their books. Like obviously they're there to cover the whole, I'm assuming the whole of the northeast, because the firm is based in Middlesbrough. So, and I think they cover the whole of the northeast. So everyone within the northeast who has a wheelchair through the NHS, I assume, is then covered by this company to have it fixed. In which case, then I get that having a part for everything that could possibly go wrong. I mean, they tend to have like the arm sleeves that are covered. They're just like padded arms that they have, because they get damaged quite often. I assume they have some of them because they're normally quick to redo them, but the wheels, no, it's a bit of a nightmare. Also, the thing is I've got like solid tires on the back of the wheelchair, but they've put air ones on the front. I think he said they were pneumatic. Is that air ones? I assume. You would think they'd be solid as well, in the sense of like, because sometimes, you know, if I'm going along and there's glass on the floor, I've got no choice but to go through the glass. Do you know what I mean? Like, because it's my only way there, if that makes sense. So, and obviously I try not to avoid it the best I can, but you can't help it. And plus, these tires have only lasted 6 months, where the last ones I had for quite a while. I mean, granted, I use it every day, and I don't know if that has made a difference, but maybe so, not sure. What's the name of the company? So the company who makes the wheelchair, the company who fixes it, which do you mean, Stephen? There should always be spares like cars. Yeah, you would think so, Linda. I think the wheelchair is an XL Lucas. But the thing is, it's like even speak Laney. Even if I had the money to pay for a tire, for instance, to be able to go out, they wouldn't put that on because it hadn't come through them, and because the wheelchair doesn't belong to me, essentially belongs to wheelchair services or the NHS. They then that obviously they like it makes it complicated. Do you know what I mean? Makes it really complicated.
Just to say, I'm back in the room.
You're back in the room.
Back in the room. My friend ran me from the game. I won't use these exact words or language, but he was expressing his displeasure at something that had happened outside the ground.
Stoll says, Ian has a friend. Surely not. I'll be someone. It'll be someone selling something.
Listen, Four Eyes. We had this conversation last week. Let's not go there again. All right.
You thought you had an issue with? Yes, I did have an issue with ambulance last time, but it was because they brought the wrong stretcher. That's a different sort of thing as well. So there's the stretcher that comes with it, so that I can use it. It has fold-up sides, and the fold-up sides have to click into place. And because they click into place, obviously I struggle to be able to use them because I can't put my legs in, essentially. It's just complicated. But that was a different issue. Hi, Julie. Yeah, I mean, I assume the puncture-proof tyres, Chris, are the ones that he was talking about, because he said that the ones that I had, he couldn't understand. I'm assuming they're the solid ones that they have, that is on the back tyres. He couldn't understand why I didn't have solid ones on the front, given the issues I faced. But and I'm sure the last ones must have been solid, because I remember when that went down, when it thingied down, it sort of, like, it was still usable because it had like a hard inner thing, so I could still use it essentially, even though it was like completely gone in one part. Where with these ones, it's just an air thing, so it's just frustrating. I'm gonna bring all of this up tomorrow, like completely, like when they come out tomorrow.
I think it's also worth bearing in mind that when you do change, if you do change your buggy, that you want solid tires on the new one.
Yeah. No, Susan, I wouldn't be able to get spares in myself and get someone to fit it get them to fit it because it didn't come from them. So insurance, wouldn't it? It come down to insurance.
Yeah,
so
they wouldn't cover it because they
no, not at all. And I wouldn't be allowed to put it on RoboBitch because she's not mine, essentially. I mean, I assume once I've finished using it and it goes back, she'll go to the wheelchair place in the sky or whatever you call it. But the scrapyard is basically.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah. They might take off anything that's usable and functional, but other than that,
unless they refurb them, they might refurb them or something. I don't know.
Maybe they refurb them and sell them on, but wouldn't be much. Julie says, "What have I missed? Just me ranting about shit." Yeah, it probably
I disagree. You're not ranting. You're not ranting about shit. It's important stuff.
Yeah, it's important.
Stuff.
I need to do something about it. I know I need to do something about it, and I think that's been made clear because obviously just getting upset about it doesn't get us anywhere. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going to start off tomorrow and speak to them. If I get nowhere and they're kind of like, yeah, whatever, then I'm gonna take it further because I'm going to ask them who I speak to about it.
Yeah.
Because, like I said, it's like you give us something in one hand to give us my independence and give us a life, and you take it away in another. It's like it seems like a constant.
There's no contingency for
error. But there's no contingency in any of the equipment. The only thing that gets checked all the time is my hoist.
Yeah.
And the only reason that gets checked all the time is because it's done through Gently, which is the housing company. They have insurance on it. The guy comes out from the insurance. It gets weight tested every 6 months. Someone comes out and checks it every 6 months. So it gets like all these tests done. Whereas like I've had my bed for a year, and apart from getting them to come out myself once because it was making the right noise, they've never done any checks. They've never come and tightened it up. They've never done note. You know what I mean? And that's the council. So that's the difference.
Because from their point of view, it's a tick box exercise. Oh, that's supplied, job done. Which is madness.
You can get stuff like temporary filter tires so you can still drive a car when it was RoboBitch. Don't know. It's got again, it probably falls under the issues with them. Yeah, I did it. Yeah, but and if there was ever an issue, like something happened, he said that there was like 5 slits on RoboBitch, like where it's come away. And my only because he said, "Have you been over glass?" And I says, "Well, I can't think of anything specific, but probably because sometimes I do have to go over something."
You can't think of anything what?
Specific.
Okay, carry on.
I didn't say Pacific. I'm not
just
stupid. So like because of them the slits and that, and I thought to myself, well, if they put these air tires on, then that's probably why. It's got nothing to do with it's got nothing to do with what I've gone over, because like I said, them other ones lasted for 2 years, 3 years. I mean, they were wrecked like when I eventually got them replaced, but that was only because I didn't think about having to replace the tires, which is stupid, but still.
See, it's the other, and I know again we've had the conversation many times. I can't believe there's nothing in place for any sort of recovery. Like when the wheel came off yours, there's nothing, absolutely nothing in place. And if an ambulance comes to you, you've got to leave RoboBitch there. So there's nothing they can do.
I had a right carry on. That time, like with that.
I remember.
And that was another thing. Is it because like something in that situation, and I'm like sitting there thinking I'm going to spend the night in a freaking wheelchair in the park? Like that was how it was getting. Do you know what I mean? Because
I mean, it won't be the first time, to be fair, but I mean,
Well, I know, but that was different though. I was there by choice. But yeah, it's madness.
Yeah. I mean, I know we joke about it, but it is a very serious situation, and it just astounds. Well, I suppose it doesn't astound me really because it's NHS, and it's just
yeah. I understand. Like, obviously, people will like sue them and things like that. Do you know what I mean? But I mean, there's Julie saying you can't repair a modified. They can't repair a modified scooter as it's not as you got it. You know what I mean? Which is the same thing, isn't it? Even saying they'll salvage anything they can, but like they'll do with me when I'm gone. What bits are you getting salvaged, like, Stephen?
I don't think there's any bloody bits worth salvaging on me. I'll tell you, Christ
Not on me now. Not on me neither. Impact on you is not even measurable. What if you had to get to work early? It's not good enough. Yeah, no. Well, I wouldn't be able to. Would I? Like, that's another thing. It's like I couldn't work because as much as like I wish there was something I could do, like you know what I mean. But there's nothing I could do, and having no reliability, you know. And I mean, this is the second issue in 6 months with the wheel.
Yep.
So, you know, and it puts us out of action for weeks is madness.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's bad enough when I'm stuck by something like the weather, you know, when it's snowing or it's really bad. Like, but at least if I'm stuck by the weather, I can at least escape the room because I can go in the other rooms in the house. But obviously, you know, can't.
I don't know.
Yeah, Julie, I know there should be serviced yearly. Well, actually, RoboBitch is serviced every 6 months as well. But they just do like thingy tests on it, you know, like electrically ones with the batteries to make sure the batteries are working, and they replace the arm things if they need it. And I thought they would have looked at the tyres the last time because they should have probably seen the fact that the tyres would need replacing. You know what I mean? At the next time, and then why couldn't they have ordered them then? You know what I mean? Because if it gets checked every 6 months, surely they can look at a set of tyres and know that they're not going to last the next 6 months, or by the next 6 months they're going to need a replacement. Do you know what I mean? You would think, wouldn't you?
Well, you'd think so, wouldn't you? But
yeah. Well, my pharmacy should come under duty of care, or health and safety. But my district nurse, the district nursing sister, she says duty of care thing. You know what I mean? Hi, Nick. Chris says it's Stephen's gold filling that will be being reused. Hi, Chrissy. Hi, Jack. No, certainly not. No one does anything. Oh, the bed. Yeah, the bed should be. It's the same with the mattress, the air mattress. So this is a specialized air mattress that moves, and because it's cheaper, the council bought the air mattress from the company, so they had the option to either hire it for us or buy it. So they chose to buy it because it's cheaper. But then when something went wrong with it, and they have like a service that they supply, so care and support service, someone came out, looked at it, and it is kind of, you look at the screen on it, it's kind of like alien space, whatever. And he went, "Oh, I didn't know anything about that," and just left. That was that. And so my thought was, why on earth did you buy something you have no clue how to fix? At least if they'd hired it, and whenever it needed replacing or sorting, they'd always have the company who produced them or they got it from to fix it or replace it.
The thing is, and I know friends who have had them, mobility cars. They rule them like you wouldn't believe. You know, they can't do over so many miles, any damage, any marks, you know, and all the rest of it. They're on top of the servicing and all the rest of it. You know, it's so strict, it's unreal. And yet with this, it just seems to be, oh, well, there you go, off you pop. You know, we've got you one now. You know, kind of off you go and look after yourself. And you know, we'll see you in 3 years or whatever the timescale is when you need a new one.
Yeah. Well,
really,
I mean,
essentially, isn't it? You know. Just to say hello to Ania, who's joined us, and I'm not sure.
Like Roscare, who are the company that the NHS employed to fix all the wheelchairs and everything. They do come and service it every 6 months. They come and look at it. It's supposed to be every 6 months, but to be honest, and I know over COVID was a different situation. We'll probably see how things happen now, but yeah, it's just frustrating, and I don't know, like, I mean, obviously, like I said, I'm going to speak to them tomorrow and see what they say, and then it's just like really annoying because, like, you know, I obviously used to do a blog post before I started YouTube. I used to do blogs, and I remember, like, initially when I was doing my blogs, I was pretty much putting like the positives down and not so much like all the negatives of what I face, or like how long it takes to get anyone to help or whatever. And I remember someone made a comment once and saying, someone made a comment and said, what was it again? Oh, well, if I'd had all your help, then now I'd have lost weight and be okay too, or something along those lines. And it always stuck with me, just because, like, and I thought, you have to show the bad with the good. Like, life isn't all the bed of roses. Do you know what I mean? And the frustrations and the things that I've gone through, like, there should be ways to improve. You know what I mean? Like, that's in the end how I complained about the way, like, how I complained about the ambulance, because I thought if someone who was in my predicament prior to, like, getting any help, so, like, terrified of going out in the world but needed an ambulance and couldn't get an ambulance because the things weren't in place, well, I was that person at one point. So, like, I ended up speaking out because I thought, like, I'm now stronger as a person that I can actually speak out about that thing, where it's like, before I'll be horrified, and it did make us feel different. And I said that, like, that was one of the things that, like, it made us feel different, made us think, oh, because you're not normal. Do you know what I mean? And it's hard. It's a shit way to say things, and I suppose, like, I don't feel like I'm disabled essentially until things are put in my way like this. But especially when I've got the carers in place who know me well, know how to get on with things and all of that, and I have no issues. I don't have to, you know, tell them what to do or teach them freaking common sense or whatever. Like, sorry, but
I know what you mean. It's all right.
She seriously, like, I was so close to, like, losing me rag, like, for common sense levels, but that's a different thing. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just frustrating. And then there's there's people who are in my predicament, or who were in my predicament, who don't have a voice because they daren't say anything. And then I feel like not only do I need to say for me, but for them future people, for my old self, if that makes sense. And also, like, you know, other people who have a wheelchair, who might feel like that, you know, they don't want to say anything, especially older people, because they tend not to bother, don't they? They tend to go, oh, no, just leave it. You know what I mean? When that the only bit of life that they've got could be going around the shops with their daughter or their carer or whatever, and like, yeah. So anyway, it's me rant. Let's start.
You know, it's a serious issue, and
it is.
it's not. I mean, I know we joke about it from time to time and all this sort of thing, but essentially, as you say, it's a huge thing for you.
Jilly saying, I know what you mean about common sense. When Jilly works in the care thing, she's a care manager, and so yeah, she'll have met quite a few carers
Yeah.
of that level. And
Yeah.
don't get me wrong, carers who are like there is a lot of carers who are brilliant and amazing people and do
Oh
not
God, yeah,
get the
yeah.
recognition they deserve, nor do they get anything. But God, it's like when someone's been a carer for like months and months and months, and then they don't know where to put the Kylie, which is like the bed sheet that goes on top of your sheet, so that you don't if there's leakage, shall we call it, it doesn't end up on the bed, and it doesn't end up meaning more washing. And she had to ask me that if it went underneath or on top of the cover, on top of the sheet, and I just couldn't cope. And I'm like, you've been going around like loads of people, what have you been doing to them? And then if there's someone with dementia or something like that, and they've got no family and no one to be there for you, it's like,
who does she ask?
Yeah. And then someone gave me, there was another girl kind of similar, and she said, I thought to myself, what have I got in the house that she can make that she can't, like, that doesn't need to put like a pan on or whatever, because I just could, if I can't trust someone in front of my face, I can't trust someone not in front of my face. Does that make sense? It's like, and if I see them doing something stupid, I can't then have them in the kitchen, me sitting there going, what on earth are they doing? It's like, it just bugs me. And she gave me so I thought, oh, I've got some salad and I've got some ham. She can put salad and ham on a plate, surely. It's not like a hard job. Anyway, so she comes in, she passes it to me, and as she hands it over, she goes, the salad's a bit frozen, but it'll defrost.
Oh my God!
And,
wasn't the one with an issue with the microwave?
yeah, she couldn't work it. Same with the ones that they can't work my wheel, they can't work my thing. It's just like, the amount of times they've wheeled themselves over with a wheelbarrow bitch, man, it's just unreal. Like, well, you're pressing forward. I know, but it was coming towards us. Well, yeah, because you're pressing forward. I have to laugh, because if I don't, I'll be driven insane. And I mean, there's loads and loads of things I could say. Absolutely loads of little things, you know what I mean? I had one girl, I said, oh, there was a wardrobe in my room, right, at the time. And I said, oh, all the stuff's in the cupboard. I meant the wardrobe. I said the cupboard. And she went, right, looked around and went, is it behind here? And opened my curtains. I went, no, it's freaking doors, you twerp. Like, doors or windows behind curtains. You don't keep your wardrobe in the cupboard.
See, the thing is, it's the age-old problem. You can't teach common sense.
Do you know what it is? The care company is terrible, and our care companies, the social care system in this country is absolute disgrace, right? And they don't pay the girls enough. The ones that do have anything, they treat them like absolute pants. The care company that I'm with, right? The first year that I joined, all the carers went to the office and they were given a box of Matchmakers chocolate they were given a box of Matchmakers chocolate as their Christmas present, Christmas bonus, right? The next year, they were given a bloody donut, like a single donut. You know what I mean? It's like, honestly, and it. Oh, I swear, it absolutely drives me insane. And then at the other time, and then I'm on the other side of it, that there's a lot of us that kind of things I shouldn't complain, because what would I be without this sort of stuff? Do you know what I mean? But like, and then the car company that I have, right? The training involves a simple maths test, which is basically you have to see if you can like write some stuff down, copy it, kind of thing. That's one. And a simple maths test, which is if you've got £20 and you buy this, this, and this, what size cake can you get with the money you've got left? So you have 3 priced cakes, right? One at £3 odd, one at £5 odd, one at £7 odd. You have your 3 items that you have to buy, which add up to a total amount, and then out of that, you've got to know if the which cake you can afford out of the change. That is literally, and then they do 16 hours of like following another carer. They employ people from the age of 16. Don't get me wrong, there's some really good young carers, but a lot of them have never even like made themselves a slice of toast. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
In fact, the last one who, when she came in here, she didn't realise that she'd have to wipe people's bums and whatnot. She thought that it would be like I make them a sandwich and a cup of tea and say hello. That's it. That's what she thought. And it's like they do the NVQs alongside Julie. From what I've seen, the care company, like I know for a fact the care company that I'm with, and I'm not saying that all of them do it, I know for a fact that they took on people who didn't get their was it DBA check back? Is it DBA? DBS?
DBS.
Yeah. DBS. That hadn't come back. That was when and I know that because the known thieves, 2 of them, and they employed them and put them to work. As it happens, they didn't turn up for work. That's a different story. But they would have, if they had have, they'd have been going into vulnerable people's houses without a DBS check. And there's no way they could have gotten their check back, because if they had, and people will blame COVID and whatever, but I know the girls get shit on from a height that are decent. And I know also that the care companies, because I could go and like, is it better the devil you know than the devil you don't type of thing? Because I could ask to change with the social worker, but I know that the other care companies are similar, because they paid very little, and when they are decent and knows it, and I've had some who are, and I've got some who are amazing carers who go above and beyond and have gone above and beyond than they should ever have to. But yeah, there's levels. And if the car company ever say this, I might not. Oh jeez, but still. Anyway, I'm going to go back and read some people's hellos and shit.
Okay.
Where was I? We did go filling.
I know Stu's joined us, Mr. Mandry.
Hi, Stu. I said hi to Jack. I've seen. No. I seen that. Yeah, Julie. So like chase people constantly at work and threaten them with safeguard. And that's the thing is, Julie, is because you're a decent person and you're a good carer and obviously manager. But I'm sure you've seen so many issues. Hi, Nia.
I mean, a friend of mine worked for a company in Manchester, and she used to do like your carers that drive about, and they didn't get time between calls. Your call was.
They don't. Like yesterday, right? My morning call happened at 2:30. And that was because 3 carers had gone off for various reasons. 2 of them who are decent carers and have legit reasons, and I don't understand. And they had no one to cover. No one to cover. And so my morning call happened at 2:30, and then I didn't have my dinner or my popping essentially because my tea call came at 5, so there was kind of like pointless. You know what I mean? So yeah, so it's not good. Stephen says, if I got this right, the NHS supply you with RoboBitch? Yes, under wheelchair services it's called, but they are supplied by the NHS. and they have a supply contract with a company and another with a company that services. Yeah, so the wheelchair services is part of the council, but I think it is the NHS at the end of the day, because when the wheel fell off, it was the NHS that came out to initially came out to see what had happened, and I guess see if the wheelchair was at fault, because then that would be their fault essentially, or possibly, you know what I mean. But I still swear down that was not done right, whether it was
Yeah.
incorrect wheels or not fitted properly. I'm thinking it's more incorrect wheels, both, especially now that these are flat. You know what I mean? Because I think they don't think they were right either. I think they just gave us whatever by the looks of it.
Yeah.
You've as much right to be needed the NHS services any other way. Yeah, true. This is one from Watchdog. Yeah. Just because your needs are a bit more specialised does not negate that. What does negate mean? Because I'm not very bright.
Where was that? Sorry.
Not mitigate. Is it mitigate? I read it mitigate. It's mitigate.
Mitigate. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Well, it's their responsibility, isn't it?
It doesn't matter. Just because. Yeah. I think I get what it means. Actually, it's it doesn't matter what your needs are. You still
can't see the comment
have the rights. It's a bit further back because I was way back. I'm seeing the consultant tomorrow for both both my knees. X-rays are needed first. Trouble is they booked my right knee at a different hospital. Oh my god. Well, I mean, it's I was gonna say there's the term Sally spread legs, but that's a different that's a whole, how do you get one knee in one hospital and another knee in a different hospital? That's some feat, isn't it?
Katie Price could do that. One leg in one
Yeah,
hospital.
Katie Price probably could do that. Don't say that to Sharon. No, it's fine. Don't get upset.
Yeah. Let's move on.
I hope they get that sorted, Chrissy. That's ridiculous. Jaleesa says, I'm the voice of all the people at work. That's why I choose this job. I hate to see people walked over and forgot about. No, you're a good egg, you. Common sense should be upgraded to a superpower. It's so rare these days. Yeah, someone said that. Common sense is a, what was it? Common sense is not that common. That's what it was. It sounds more and more like I should bring lunch on Friday. Well, what are you planning on making? You can make fudge and make Ian jealous, but it's really
do you know?
It's like I said before, as long as it's not hot and spicy, I'm easy. That sounds really bad, but you know what I mean.
Yes and yes.
Tell them you want a tall boy. See what they say. A tall boy? Well, I'm confused, Chris. Must be something you've said before. There are some absolutely amazing farmers. I'm sure there is, Jilly, but I'm guessing you meant carers, seeing as you copied that from Tim. But I'm sure there's some amazing farmers too, and some shit
Yeah,
ones.
we thank all the farmers as well as all the carers. Yeah.
As well as that's the thing is, it's like I spent 6 months in hospital and I saw the difference. There was shit doctors and good doctors, shit nurses and really there was kind of levels. There's the shit ones, and then there's the ones who do their job, and then there's ones who go above and beyond, and that seems to be the thing in any area of any type of work. So I'm sure there's shit resellers and good ones.
Yeah.
And average ones.
There's shit YouTubers and good YouTubers.
Yeah, I'm a shit YouTuber, and yay. No, I'd rather be a shit YouTuber. It's too much pressure, man. Vodka too. Oh, are you ringing again?
Yes, all right.
Yeah, I wonder what the manager's bonuses were as well. Exactly, Dilly. 50 quid shopping voucher. I said hello to Stu.
Hi, Rebecca.
We would not get a start date in hours. Yeah, true. Well, you said maybe your social worker can help get an OT to hurry it up. My OT is actually pretty good. My social worker, my old social worker, one of the things she said when I made a complaint about one of the carers I didn't want her coming in my house because she was just useless. She said, in the thing she said was, sometimes you have to accept the level of care you're given. So if your social worker is saying things like that, then what, you know what I mean? What help is that? Nicola says, I am really surprised that there isn't any access to a lone wheelchair. I'm sure Red Cross used to have equipment people could borrow years ago. I'm guessing that isn't an option anymore. No, I have got a what are they called? It's not a static one. What's it? Manual wheelchair? Is it manual? But to be honest, I've only ever tried to use it once, and it feels like it's going to collapse, which is not a good feeling. For one, and and no one can move it. Like I think my daughter managed to somehow get me in the other room, sitting in it, but I couldn't sit in it for long. It was ridiculous. Like, and I mean, the daft thing is it's been in the cupboard. There's a cupboard behind here. That's why I'm pointing there. It's been in there for years, and it's not really being used. And the only reason I kept it was when the dietitians, who are another thing that I have issues with because they never come when they're supposed to, because they're supposed to wear, they've got scales where the manual wheelchair can be put on the scales so I could be weighed more often, and they were supposed to come every 3 months, and then it just didn't happen. One with COVID, and then, it was always being cancelled. It's just one of them things, another one of them things. And like the lad who's lovely, bless him, the lad who actually wears is from the company who supplies these mattresses from that company, and he just like, it's not meant to do it because it's a charge. It's 160 quid, and so far he's kept wangled it where I didn't have to pay and somehow managed to get here, bless him, which he shouldn't be doing. He's probably risking his own job. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, not good.
Hi, Neil.
Hi, Neil.
Some agencies most likely dredge it, I imagine.
Sally Kelly's in.
Oh, thank you again, Kelly. I mentioned it earlier on, but you weren't here for the lovely gift of all the things. I went on a rant, so. But like after that, I mean, not about what you said.
She likes the love A's that you sent her.
The what? You're just mucking shit up now. Yeah, he's just mucking. Just ignore him. He's a bit, what hope is there for a helmet either?
Yeah, but none. Let me tell you.
Rebecca. Yeah, Stephen saying Nicola has a good point. Tell wheelchair services to have a backup chair for this situation if they can't get the repairs done in a reasonable time. Yeah, I think if it's going to be more than 5 working days or something, maybe, I don't know what's a reasonable time, really. A week, I don't know. Oh yeah, now I get what you mean, Chris. Yes, want to look in the cupboard, but yeah, I know what a tall boy is. Yeah, yeah, a tall boy, which is really just a little adult in it, because it's not as tall as that tall. So guess why it's called a tall boy instead of a small boy. Shut Lenny. Hi, Paula. I don't know what the fuck Lenny unacceptable bit was at, but I'm just saying. Are you giggling there or something?
Yeah, I'm laughing at what Susan's part.
Oh, I might not be there.
Yeah, it's further down.
Oh, yes, Kelly is the one. I did not wee on them. God, honestly. She wait, just. I'm like, shit. Where have I put it so I can prove that I haven't weighed on them? Where have I put it? Oh, there.
Well, the
There.
ends have changed colour.
It's still in the packet. I'm not
Yeah.
expecting a pom pom anytime soon.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I suppose it'd have Jason's there, wouldn't it?
I'm still confused on how this works, but I'm going to see if I can Google it and then have a go, and hopefully, it'll just be another one of my how not to craft, wouldn't it? But I'll get that done, sorted. I had a blood test in the hospital. Thankfully, I hopped in and out in about 15 minutes. So, sorry to hear you feeling ill, Rebecca.
Yeah, get better soon.
Yeah, it totally is, Stephen. Unacceptable for them to say. I tell you what, I was so devastated at the time because it just makes you feel really shit. Like it's the want of a better way of putting it. Like, is that like if I get really stressed about stuff like that because like like if when you feel like you haven't got a say in your own life, essentially.
Yeah.
And that was one of the things. Is like because the care company had kind of like we've sent you someone, and you're refusing to have them, so you're cancelling. And I'm like, no, I'm not. I says I just don't. We haven't got anyone else to send you. Blah blah blah. And then obviously when I made the complaint with the social worker, and she just said you just have to accept the level of care you're given. You know what I mean?
It's pants.
That same girl was caught in the bed of a husband with the husband of another
Yeah,
child.
you're telling me that.
Yeah, and she didn't get sacked. That is mental.
She was in the sack. That was the thing.
Well, she was in the sack, yeah. Yeah, but I don't know. Let's change the subject.
Okay.
I've whinged a lot. I've whinged enough. I mean, I never whinge enough, to be fair. And I always find more whingeable. Shut up, Lainey.
I want to know. Susan's coming on.
I don't know. I don't know if you asked her. But the carers coming into your home, your sanctuary, you should be feeling secure and exactly. And that's the thing. And that's what the other thing is. What I said to them was like, how can you trust? How can you have to trust people? Do you know what I mean? And that's how you like the carers who are good carers. They're more like my friends essentially, and I don't feel because they come into my house in the morning and help us with the things I need help for. They don't try and do the things I don't need. Like the new carer yesterday morning, that I've never had before. She was get like, "Are you okay to lie flat?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she was get like, pressing. She wanted to get the control for the bed to push it down, which I didn't need help with. So, thank you. So yeah.
Nightmare.
Yeah, definitely.
So, who's the first person on the vanish bin then?
Well, I sent a message to Ashley because it was meant to be Ashley, Ashley Paper and Twine.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was either meant to be Ashley or Dave, and I couldn't remember. So I sent a message to Ashley to ask her if she's available for the 19th, but I haven't heard back from her yet. And yeah, we'll find out, I guess.
You having some of the same people on that you had on originally? Are you trying to do them different, or?
I don't know. I mean, if people really want to do it again, I guess they could. I was gonna ask a few new people, like obviously Jordan from um 1994 Clapham. Is that what his name is now? Can't remember.
I know you mean
Um,
Irish.
Clapham Coins, yeah. He's gonna do it. Ashley Carruthers is gonna do it. Ashley Paper and Twine. Um Jilly wants to. I know Jilly's there. Jilly, do you want to do it? Anyone who's in the side chats, if anyone fancies it, it's quite not a problem if you would like to. Who else? There was someone else, wasn't there? Oh, and I was going to ask Tam and Bell if they wanted to do it, and I was going to reach out maybe to George. I don't really know George. I mean, obviously I know of him, and I assume I assume he knows me, but he might not. But like, you know what I mean? Whether he would want to do it, or and I'm trying to think of other people I need to, and then just see, you know, if I can get 10 people. Maybe I'll just leave it at that, you know, and see. And then if anyone really does want to come back,
I know.
we could make a couple of specials. You know what I mean, with like the people who come back, and then maybe everyone gets to choose a category for another person.
Well, I had 3 people on. You mean? And
yeah, I've got hiccups. Or 6 people, and then
of course you
you all choose your own you all choose a category. Each of you choose a category, and then what I do is I pair you up with someone, so then you do each other's category kind of thing, maybe something like that. Oh, Stephen, I loved your banishment. It was the best thing.
did.
It was hilarious. Absolutely loved it. It's one of my favorites.
I might be wrong here, so I apologise in advance if it's not. But I think Susan said she wanted to do it again, didn't she? Because I think we all thought, you know, like because we did it initially.
Yeah, because you've all like thought of things that and because you all keep saying, I was harsher when you were doing it.
We were.
So, well, you know, it's like when you have a third kid, you're less harsh, isn't it? That sort of thing, isn't it? Same difference.
That's the pooest excuse I've ever heard.
You could look at it that I love yous more, then, couldn't you?
Yeah, blah 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 blah. That's all I'm hearing. Blah blah. What about you, Susan? Tell her. Go on. She was harsher with us, wasn't she?
I was harsher with yous.
Harsher.
I wasn't I?
Right.
Nah, you'd be good, man. Well, like a good ranty. Does that mean Ian is your firstborn? Possibly.
Yeah, that'd answer a lot of questions. Yeah.
And create a whole load more.
Oh yeah. yeah. Actually, yeah.
The fact that, like, you know, I wasn't even here at that time.
Was I conceived from the bloke in the park, or was I conceived with the man that you missed and kissed and he fell over, or whatever it was?
Missed and kissed and he fell over.
Did he miss you or something? He tried to kiss you and you moved away.
Yeah, in the pictures.
Yeah.
In the cinema. Yeah, at the billboard.
That was it. Yeah. I knew there was something falling. I couldn't.
Aye, that was funny.
I'm sure. Yeah, he was proper amused. I'm sure. Yeah.
No, he tried to style it out. He did that kind of. Like,
you or me?
It is me. Right, I'll be 2 seconds.
All right. Probably Jason. Right, come on. You a breach of birth ends the helmet. Yes, thank you. Yes, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose I'd like to probably do the group banishment again. The word then. Because there's things that you come on and there's things that you forget, isn't it? Really, you think, oh, I should have said that, and oh, could have said that. So it should be fun. Well, it's funny you should say that, actually, Stephen, because as a toddler, we were in Wales somewhere. The place escapes me at the moment. And my dad hadn't fastened me into the wheelchair, well, the pushchair, and we went down these steps, and I come out of the pushchair onto the steps and banged my head. Does that answer any questions from anybody in the chat? Yeah, I'm waiting for the answers. Yeah, come on, get it out of your systems. Come on. Yeah. Yeah, I fell out of the pushchair, and I had stitches and everything. Yeah. Apparently my mum didn't speak to my dad for about 2 weeks. Whoops. My sister got bit by a dog in Wales. In the New Forest. Was it New Forest? Wales? Can't remember. Got bit by a dog in Wales, and they put the dog down. Not my sister. Anyway, yeah. I remember one. Me and my sister, chasing each other and all the rest of it. And I ran down our driveway first, went in the back door and shut the back door behind me. But our back door was a panel on the bottom and glass on the top. Well, you know what's going to happen next. So my sister, to stop herself, put her hands out to stop herself and put her hand straight through the glass. And ran over to the neighbours because she knew my mum would shout at her. And ran over to the neighbours to be cared for. I mean, fortunately, it was just like, there was no serious injury, just like a bit of a cut, and it wasn't anything serious. But it could have been a lot worse. Of course, we both got shouted at for that. But for the wrong reasons. Yeah, well, yeah, it's one of them, isn't it, really? I never had a good association with glass, really. I fell through a conservatory roof as a kid, getting a football off a when I say conservatory, it wasn't the PVC ones you get nowadays. It was back in my day, and the wood, just wooden and the thin layer glass or whatever it was. And I fell through the conservatory roof, fell through a glass table, and ended up with a few cuts. Walked out into the front to go home. Fell off the step that was probably about, 4 or 5 inch. Broke my ankle in 2 places. Fell through the roof and got a couple. Fell through the conservatory and got a couple of cuts. Fell off the 4 inch, 5 inch step pavement and broke my ankle in 2 places. Got pinned. Yeah. But, anyway, the things we do. Thinking about it didn't get any better as I got older. Anyway. Yeah, I think I wanted to be the what was his name, the fall guy, really, but I wasn't very good at it. Yeah, me and my cousin at my grand's, and my grand's, it was a bit strange. It wasn't a spiral staircase, but it curved round, and at the bottom was a glass door. Well, again, how this is going to end up. Me and my cousin sliding down on a rug that was at the top of the stairs, and of course, we both went through it. And nobody never removed the helmet. Well, safety first. Safety never takes a day off, Stephen, let me tell you. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, God, some of the things we've done. Yeah. How you fall out? You fall out of a tree or whatever, fall out of something. It's, you go in and, you can tell the grandma what you done, and you'd go your leg, and she put you sit on the kitchen. She had like a little island, and she'd sit on the kitchen island. She'd make sure you're all right, and you got a little glass of water, a glass of orange, and she'd patch you up and tell you, and she'd give you a bit of a hug and and all the rest of it. And you climb off the side, and she'd give you a clip round the ear. And then when your mum came, she told you what she'd done, and then your mum gave you a clip round the ear. And then you get home, and mum would tell my dad what you'd done, and he'd give you a clip, and you think, I'm bloody going in again. Yeah. Made my own bloody war wounds. Yeah, soon learned that one. Yes, Susan. Yeah, why it was ever allowed, I don't know. But yeah, it was a big glass. Well, it's like that mottled glass. I'm not sure what the word is, and probably got it wrong, but not clear glass anyway. And typical sort of 70s design, big handles and strange colour paint. Sorry, bit of acid. So yeah, it was nice house, that house. Well, my auntie, who died 2 years ago this year, this November, she lived, because she never moved out, she never married, and they moved in the house in 1951 they moved in, and she died, as I say, 2 years ago, and she'd been in it, from the get-go. But she bought the house probably, I don't know, 20 years ago, but off the council when the council did the buyback, and she got like a 3-bedroomed house for like something like 40,000 or something. She stayed in Gran and Granddad's house, but she didn't really look after it, maintain it or anything. And when she passed, as sadly as it was, there's nobody in position to take it on and take it over and do it up and move in. So it was Gran and Granddad's house has now been sold. So yeah, and they've done quite a bit of renovation already to it. So, which it's nice that it's gone to another family and all that. I mean, it's sad really that my auntie was in it for, I say, for 20, 30 years. Because my auntie is my mum's sister, and they were one of 8. And there's 8 living in there at one point. But yeah, or my mum used to call them corporation houses. It was never council houses; it was corporation houses. And she'd been on the phone to the GPO. No, Mum, you've rang British Telecom. But it's what you're used to, isn't it? Well, I'm stuck in a bit of a catch-22 at the situation at the minute, Jelly, because I'm waiting for, as I'm sure many people know, I'm waiting for eye surgery at the end of this month on the 28th. That'll be my first lot. And then the next lot, hopefully the following month. And then see where we are with that, no pun intended. And then hopefully start looking at houses in Scotland. But of course, I'm looking now, and of course, there's all sorts of suitable ones and all at the right price and all the rest of it. And I'm just not in the right position to at the minute. I don't want to move up there, and then have to start the surgery. What's it again? So, I used to sell GPO phones. All right, blimey. Thanks, Shirley. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be fine. I've had technically I've had it twice before. A muscle damage repair 10 years ago-ish, and then I had another surgery a few years before that. But yeah, so I'm not. It's more the actual. I'm not worried what they're doing. I know they know what they're doing, and all the rest of it. It's what I'll see while they're doing the surgery is what doesn't impress me really. But it is what it is. worst things happen at sea and all that.
Yeah, fishing.
Pardon?
Worst things happen at sea, and I said fishing.
All right. That's the second surgery, what I had 10 years ago, Stephen. It was all the muscles loosened behind the eye, so I had they're not obviously, but they're like little clips that clamp the muscle that enables the eye to stay in not one position, but back at where it should be, really. But yeah, so that was my second surgery. But I was knocked out for that, which is fortunate, because I think if they'd have tried to do that while I was awake, I'd probably knocked them out. Yeah, some people you can have it done. It's like laser surgery. You can have it done once and never have it done again. And some people you can have it done every 10 years. It's one of them. Hello, Rebecca. Not sure about the Scottish voice, but but yeah. So that's the surgery update. But as I say, 28th, and then another one in May at some point, hopefully. And then I can start looking at houses. Getting near that strange new Sunderland woman.
Nothing wrong with this place. Nothing wrong with this place.
I didn't say there was anything wrong with it.
This Newcastle. Well, actually, Newcastle is very much wrong with it. Just me, there's not.
Lainey.
What?
Nick's back. Be careful what you say.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't say what you were saying before, right? Just move on.
I didn't mention the poached eggs. It was you. Don't blame
me.
Yeah.
I knew it'd be me. Yeah. Yeah. All I said was,
hi, Rebecca.
I actually put it in words of wisdom, but they didn't get far enough down the list before they shut the stream off. And it says, old Chinese proverb says, only cut your poached eggs once. But, yeah. Yes, Chili, the best, and probably me at some point. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I've heard all sorts of different stories about that, Stephen. To be honest, scary, not, but yeah, it's a difficult one. In your opinion, Mr. Hills, in your opinion, if you want to come on and justify it, feel free. But you're only allowed on if you bring Jeff. Yeah. I must admit, to be honest, I've always been touch wood. I've always been pretty lucky where the NHS has been concerned, to be honest. But I've had a couple of nightmares outside the NHS. But yeah, generally. I think we're at the same thing at the same time. Then. But yeah, I've always been pretty lucky where the NHS is concerned, really. Particularly with my eyes. To be fair, I mean, I won't go into detail, but there's been a bit of admin issues between Specsavers and the people that are doing the surgery. But other than that, I would recommend Specsavers. They've always been good to me. I've never had any issues really. So, you stay with who you like, don't you? Really, I'm sure there's people that will use Vision Express that don't like Specsavers, and it's.
I've got these are my old glasses. I've been wearing my old glasses because I realised that when I'm reading, my new glasses are good, but when I'm using the laptop, they're not.
Oh.
It's that little bit of change. He did mention something about that though. He said it'll get to the point where I'll need two different types of glasses, so watching the screen and reading, because my vision will get worse, I guess, is the only way to put it. So, yeah.
I don't know.
What the weatherman says.
The weatherman says it's raining.
Oh, I think is it person. Hello, person.
Just reading my fascinating book.
God.
Toilet paper in London now.
I'm not in London, jeez.
Or Upper London or wherever it is, I don't know.
Nowhere near London. It's 30 miles away. Just because all down south is London to you.
Well,
Cockney.
Cockneys.
Anywhere north of the Watford Gap is north to us. I understand.
Yeah.
Anywhere south of the Watford Gap is Cockneys.
That's
and
right.
Anywhere in North Wales is Liverpool. Are we all clear? Yeah, good, right? Yeah, I'm expecting a text message any minute. Yeah. Is all right then?
I thought Sharon was coming on.
She is, but then she was doing some tea.
And some car trouble.
Fixing a car.
Then someone was going to look at her car or something. So
yes, you're right.
She's probably ranting in the street, pulling her hair out as we speak, really, to be fair. Yeah. Bless her.
Probably got some poor pensioner up against the wall, beating him or something, I don't know.
What?
Well, just because she gets ranty, doesn't she? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's probably listed and I'm probably going to get grief, but Celebi.
Yeah. She didn't sound too chuffed earlier, did she, to be fair?
No, and to be fair to her, when you've had particularly one lot of trouble already, and she had to get rid of the car, and she's now got this virtually the same trouble again. It's
it goes like that though, doesn't it? You get like batches of bad luck with cars and things.
Yeah.
Hopefully this will be the end of it. So yeah, Susan telling me I'm not funny. That was my best witty little video I could ever come up with. That was.
You see, Susan, that's his best.
Yeah. Not so much, is it?
I never said that. Though they were not my words.
Well, I uttered it to myself and it made me laugh. So I thought I would share it with the world.
And why not?
Yeah, but sometimes you just shouldn't.
Well, I kept saying it to myself and giggling for a whole day, so I thought it was worth sharing. Clearly not.
The thing is, as well, and I joined in with the conversation by saying she said, is it the Bad Jokes Awards or something? Why wasn't I informed? Susan said that. And then I said, because it's somewhere only we know. Obviously, reference, and I couldn't help it.
Wow.
And she told us to get me quote. So I did, and put it on the floor and covered a hole for it for walk over.
So if mine was a dad joke, are yours mum jokes? Is that what they are?
No, it's quality entertainment.
Quality entertainment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's what I've been tuning into them.
I always have quality entertainment. In it.
Anyway, it's been lovely to see you. Where's Jeff?
Sorry, he's asleep on the sofa.
Oh, right, okay. I'll let him off.
Thanks.
Probably farting in his sleep on the sofa. It's what he does.
Oh,
Stu, you're missing out. Missing out, Stu. Go over there and watch it. It's genius. Well,
genius might be a bit far. I noticed some people in the chat weren't keen in the comments.
On what? My video?
Fortunately, Stu, it's a bit like
Keen.
Yeah.
Fortunately,
We
Stu,
saw a joke in the beginning.
Fortunately, Stu, it's a bit like a COVID jab. It doesn't last very long.
It was meant to be one of those hashtag shorts, but I did it all wrong, and it's just a very short, normal video because, yeah, I don't know what I did wrong, but I think because I edited it in iMovie and it changed the size, messed it up. I wanted to be all young and trendy and do a short, you know. Messed it
There's
up.
an answer to that.
It's all right, keep it to yourself.
Okay.
He knows it anyway, so you don't need to say it. That's the thing, isn't it?
Not bothered. I'll do me skipping around with a lollipop in a minute. I am that GIF.
Yeah.
Not bothered.
What was I going to say? Oh, we'll have to do a music quiz soon. Not like a guess the year or something.
Yeah, always up for a bit of that.
Stu Mandry says, just watched it. Christ.
That good. I know. You were surprised, weren't you, Stu? You expected it to be just brilliant, but it was amazing. Yeah, I know. I thought that.
Yeah.
Stephen says, Nick Knock TikTok.
Okay, sure. Lainey's joke was at least clever. What is going on with Susan these days? She's gone a bit funny.
No, she's got brains. That's the problem.
It's gone a bit funny. Sorry.
A bit more funny, I meant.
Oh, right. Okay. Right, okay.
But not as funny as me, obviously. You know. Hang on.
Yeah, but it's
Nice,
not meant
Stephen.
to be
Moving on.
you who finds yourself funny. Oh, do we dare speak to the Welsh person?
Oh, don't
Hello.
even go there.
Oh,
Hello, everyone.
How's the car?
Oh, don't fucking ask. I've been sulking for the last 10 minutes.
All right, forget I asked.
Yeah.
Moving on.
Moving on to another subject, please. Anybody got a magic carpet for sale?
Let me have a look.
probably has.
Oh, I've got one somewhere.
You sure it's not in the
I've
loft?
got a water ski. That might do the job. Do you want a water ski?
It's got some fucking wheels on it, then yes.
No wheels. Water skis don't have wheels. What sort of water skiing have you been watching?
You've got Lego wheels, haven't you? You could stick some on.
I could do that.
What about just some sails? Just put some sails on my car.
Yeah. Yeah.
Turning your car into a boat now.
Yes.
Or just on the top half, just to get a motion.
Yeah,
Doesn't
we'll
have to go
probably
into
fail
water,
at that as
might get
well.
complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. I swear, it's like some bad joke.
That you don't
really
find
is.
funny, but everybody else does, that kind of thing.
We've been talking about bad jokes, funnily enough.
Yeah. Nick's mainly.
Well, it's only Nick's aware. Well,
I'll
actually,
spice this up and read you a bit out of this magazine because I know
Oh,
Sharon's interested.
don't.
No?
Where's your twin? Where's your twin? Separated birth.
Which one? The one that looked like me? No, none of them look like me, really.
there's the one who looked like a younger Nick.
Mm.
Younger.
Well, it worked.
Yeah, it's probably best. Susan said Geeks Weekly.
Geeks Weekly.
Yeah, it does
Is that
look a
him?
bit like you.
Oh, no. To be fair, I think that guy's, what's the word, fuller in the face than Nick is.
My name is Marco and I'm 49. Right? He's older than me. That doesn't. I didn't come out of that very well, did I?
Yeah, no, to be fair, I agree with Nick. That's quite a long. That's quite a big difference.
I didn't think he was older than you. Sorry.
I didn't either.
He's older than me. Christ, bloody hell.
Can you imagine if they all got together in a room with Nick and they'd all just be geeking out?
Oh man, he would be like well chuffed.
He's got a much bigger collection.
I bet
than
they
I
would
do.
laugh at Nick's joke earlier. They would be very keen.
All in a room looking at each other 7 inches. Yeah.
I've got 12 inches.
I'm sure enough.
I've got a box full of them.
Andrea's always
Weekly.
smiling. Yeah.
Susan says, Geeks Weekly, they are all men of a certain age.
Yeah.
It's true, to be fair.
I think there's a resemblance as well, Rebecca. There's definitely a resemblance.
Look at him, we can't stop looking at it.
I know.
This is
I
wrong.
was just going to see what these other ones look like. I think they all look perfectly normal, actually.
I
you
think
are-
we'll be the judge of that.
There's that sort of thing, though, when you're one of those that you...
You're one of those.
Yeah.
You're one of them, aren't you?
Perfectly
You are
normal.
one of
I
them.
like the happy one. I like the really happy guy. Look, he's laid all of his 7-inch singles out and he's like, oh, look what I did. Isn't it amazing?
Oh, he's got one of them verandery things on it. What, like, you've got like a mezzanine, whatever they're called. One of them.
Oh, it's not just someone standing on stilts taking a picture then?
No,
No, all right. Whatever.
I bet he's got a Depeche Mode room.
I
Yeah,
bet
do you
has,
think
'cause
he laid all them records out himself? He was like, "Don't touch them, don't touch them."
Oh,
They're gonna
yeah.
be laid out like this.
Yes. No one's allowed to lay your collection out apart from you. That's kind of in the rule book.
Yeah, and I bet you that are like exactly uniformed.
T-square measurement.
Yeah, he's probably got a ruler. As you'd have squares on the floor.
Yeah, they are pretty. Yeah, he spent hours just doing that, didn't he? He's like, I'm gonna be in Record Collector magazine, Depeche Mode special. That's made his life.
Yeah. Yeah. And he's hoping that like Depeche Mode actually read it. Because like Depeche Mode are really going to read stuff about themselves.
They've probably got better things to do.
I was gonna say it's probably the 3 guys. How many guys in that spread? 3, 4?
In the band or in this
No,
book?
in that book, the
Oh.
collectors.
I think there's 3 or 4.
The 3.
Susan says, "You see happy, I see tragic."
Yeah, I was gonna say like that's the only copies they sold was the one Nick bought and the 3 other guys.
No,
Probably got like 10,000 each.
no. I had to track this one down because it sold out nationwide on release. That's
Yeah, it
what
was the other
happened.
3 guys that fucking bought it.
Because there's 4 of them. They all bought it because they were in it, and I was tracking down the other one. That's what,
Stu said, "Lonely man uses Depeche Mode's records to hide holes in carpet."
that's a lot of holes in his. Because no carpet then.
Yeah, there was a rug.
Yeah. Oh, you got to have a hobby.
Chris Tyler says, "Has Nick had his 4 eggs for supper?"
I didn't have them for supper. No, I had them for breakfast, stroke lunch.
Brunch.
Yeah.
To me, that would be dinner, because dinner and brunch.
It's dinner lunchtime up north.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So you would be breakfast, dinner.
No,
tea.
dinner. No. Dinner's dinner.
Dinner's
That's
dinner
dinner
time.
time. Dinner
Dinner's
lady.
at tea time.
Dinner lady at school.
Dinner
Dinner's
lady at
dinner.
school. Your son to dinner.
Yeah.
All dinner. Batman.
So dinner's at
I'm
lunchtime.
so stinking.
Yeah.
And what's tea? Tea is just tea.
Tea time.
Tea,
Yeah.
tea time.
Tea time.
Yeah,
Right.
and then you can have supper as well.
Oh.
And if it's Thursday, it's Cracker Jack. Was it Friday?
One of them. Paula says, "Look what you can achieve when you don't waste your time with women."
What's my excuse?
Oh, jeez. It's because Andrea is a saint, that's why. Saint Andrea. No, I was thinking we need to do another quiz. Just for,
About flipping time as well.
Right. What were you thinking?
no, just music. I was thinking, like, doing maybe another, like the next. I don't know whether you'd want to do like a sub partners thing. So like you and Andrew against.
Oh, yeah, whatever you fancy. We're always up for quizzing, us two.
Yeah.
We've missed our local quiz for a couple of weeks. I think we missed 2 weeks now because we've been, house hunting and just not had the headspace. So we're itching for quizzing at the minute.
Mm.
Yeah, I've definitely missed your quizzes, Lainey.
Have to get him with Sharon. She's always itching. That rash she had when we first met her. Yeah.
Who says it's gone away?
Well, yeah, there is that.
No, he just took us to bed, Susan. Stephen took us out of bed with him.
No.
Having laid them, imagine the game of Twister he could have. Don't think he's going to be walking all over his lifelong collection of vinyl. Unless he's lost his mind.
I'm sure Susan would do it for
How
him.
does that work? It would be like, so left, Depeche Mode, okay. Left foot, Depeche Mode. All right.
You'd have to convert it into a geeky quiz, wouldn't you? The single that came out on the 12th of March, 1986.
Oh,
Ooh.
God.
All right, okay.
It'd be like that, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Or you could just do chart positions. Reached number 4 in 1985. Ooh, people are people. Like that.
Nick's clearly winning this game already.
Who remembers like the chart position? Don't tell me you remember chart positions. That's really bad.
Some. People are people was number 4.
Can I just ask anything though? Do you know like your mum and dad's birth dates and things like that, anniversaries?
Some. I'm not very good with dates, but I can remember some chart positions.
Yeah.
It's very odd. I have really odd problems with numbers, but I can remember some random ones.
It was one of the things that I was stuck as with football because I never remembered. Like, I like football, but if someone said, when did Sunderland win 4-0 against such and such, I'd gone, I wouldn't remember. But then other people would go, oh, yeah, well, it was such and such on such and such because I remember that match because we hit the freaking light switch or something. I don't know, wherever it was. And I'd always have a memory to it. But, like, you'd ask them when in fact, I asked one of my friends what his colour of his wife's eyes were, and he couldn't tell me.
Yeah. It's like with dates, when we do the music quiz, if I can relate it to something in my life, I find that quite easy. But people's birthdays and what day of the week I'm supposed to be doing something next week and stuff like that, I have no place to put it in my head. Doesn't stay in.
It's full of stuff you didn't need. That's the thing.
Well, yes.
Pesci mood.
It's full of that, yes. When did Sunderland ever win? Asks Susan.
Last week, actually, Susan.
Oh, they've won a game. They've won a game. Did you celebrate when they won a game?
Of course.
It was like a rare occasion.
In the last 5 minutes of the game as well. So it's like extra special.
Is that magazine a record collector? Yeah, it's record collector, but it's a special edition. The whole thing is about Depeche Mode, so and it in itself is now a rare collectible.
So how many did the print?
I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't know. Not
So
many, because it sold out. I couldn't find any, so I had to order it online.
It's kind of madness that you would think they'd print more so that they could make more money out of it.
They underestimated how many fans there are, like everybody else does. That's what happened.
Do you know what it is? It's because the people who are Depeche Mode fans are so geeky that they buy their own ones of those, and then every single person who knows them buys one for them for Christmas. That's what it is. It's not really that good. It's just that's like, what can I get them for Christmas? Oh, they like Depeche Mode. We'll get them this. There you go.
It would be a good gift.
But, as our Depeche Mode geek fans know, they've already bought them themselves.
Yep.
So not so good. Not so good in that sense.
Does that make Nick a rubbish geek then? Because he's only got one.
Compared to the geeks in there, I'm an
Yeah.
amateur, complete amateur. Honestly,
You're a rubbish fan.
You think
Punch
my
card
collection is big? These people have houses full of it.
Oh.
You know what you need to do? You need to put them all out on the floor and take yourself a picture with them. Get like,
And then pour some pepper on them and then set them on fire. Oh, did I say that out loud?
yes, you might have. You might have. Hi, Lex. Come say hello.
Lexington's got the keys to the house.
Yes.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm sure I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, on a video yesterday. That he was getting the keys today.
Everybody's moving and stuff. It's all happening.
I know.
What's going on?
I'm not going anywhere. I've got no fucking wheels.
Me neither.
You're not going anywhere because your car's knackered, I know.
She got a new key. A new key. And she's painting tomorrow.
And then Ian, you'll be off as soon as when you can
Summer,
get
hopefully, yeah. After
Summer?
me, yeah.
That'll come around quick.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's nothing more stressful than moving. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Add in the buying and selling bit. It's like double whammy. Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's why I'm not sleeping right at the minute. Like I
And then
normally
getting
sleep right. Yeah.
Lex is staying up late to do our tax return. Well, come and chat first. You need to have a break before you start.
Right,
That'll
come
work.
on, which one of you's had it?
Oh, Jack's got a viewing for another house. as
Oh,
well.
hey Jack. See, Jack's moving as well. Everybody's at it. What's it? Something in the air.
I like to move it.
Mm-hmm.
Next
Whatever
month-
it is you lost is probably in your face.
Steve.
Yeah, but to do a Nick Berry special, it would just be like a little leaflet. It'd be a post-it note, wouldn't it?
Yeah, and you'd buy them all.
Because didn't he have like one song? Did he even have an album on the back of Every Loser Wins? Maybe.
I
he
haven't
did.
got a clue, actually, if he did.
I'm going to start collecting Nick Berry. Oh, I'm done. Actually, I'm already done. Someone sent it.
Yeah, somebody sent you a free
I was going to say you're probably on like geek level 10 already with the stuff you got.
Yeah, I've completed Nick Berry.
Can you imagine if that's what you did? If there was like a thing and there was someone like that dude like looking up happy with all these records, and it's the same record of Nick Berry just repeated.
I've got all of them.
All
I've
of them.
tracked them all
Not
down.
exist anywhere else, but with me. Lex.
Hello.
Hey, Lex.
Hey, first time on this laptop, so I'm hoping it works okay.
Yeah,
It's
good.
upside down, and we can't hear you.
Look at
Woo!
your shelves.
I'll have to put my head on.
And you're very, very small on my phone, so I can't see you anyway.
That looks freaky, Lex, doesn't it?
No, like
Like you've broken in somewhere and you're just hanging out in an empty house. Oh, there it all is.
There's your stuff.
There's all my stuff. So, no, it's just was because so my new eBay room,
Mhm.
Tat Cave. Yeah.
Nice.
It has got storage in it, but
Mm.
the boxes of my jewelry, they don't fit in there. They fit in there sideways, but not lengthways, and I need them to fit in lengthways because you fit more in then. So I was like, oh bugger, that's a bit of a shame. And then I was like, oh, I wonder if they'll fit on my bookcase, and they do.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I put. So see, I've got like two empty. So I've taken the shelves out of that one.
Yeah.
Put in there, and I was like, well, I'll just buy new shelves for that one. But you know how much it costs per shelf? It's
What?
it's £10
£10?
per extra £10 a shelf.
That's enough.
The bookcase only costs 40 quid.
Nice.
That's mental.
So is this your new place?
No,
This
it's that
is-
new place.
This is old place.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask a question? When you stream at the new house, can you put a poster on the window behind you, please, of a garage?
Do
Otherwise
you
it
know, honestly, like know it sounds daft, but I will miss that view. Like everyone thinks I'm nuts, but I'm like, I love it though.
You've got to at least take a picture of that view and then blow it up and have it in your background when you're streaming.
No, Nick, I was going to do something like, right, the pinnacle, right? This, what my filmmaking masters has accumulated knowledge to hopefully get me to this point, right? Shh, don't tell anyone, right? But I'm going to try and like film that for like a couple of hours, right? And then in the background behind my sofa, get just a little like frame with green in the middle so I can chroma key it out and then put the moving garage behind me in a picture frame.
Oh my God.
All right.
Yeah,
okay.
just take a
Nice.
picture and blow it up. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, just take a
That,
picture.
that would be easier.
Far
That would
too
be,
technical.
but like how fancy would that be? That would blow people's minds, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
those who didn't know the context would just think you were crazy.
Yes.
Yeah, do it.
But yeah, so it's all fun at the moment.
Oh, all right. Get a picture, get it blown up, and then whenever you're filming, just get your mum to stand outside, hold it up while you film it.
Walk past the window.
Move it along a bit and that.
Have some like little cutout cars on
Little
sticks.
cars. Or just
Oh,
get some
so
like
awesome.
actual cars, you know, like toy corgis, not corgis. That's dogs, isn't it?
That's
Oh, the
dogs.
cars.
Yeah, they are
dogs.
corgis. Corgi
Well,
counts.
oh, they are dogs as well. But anyway,
Corgi
yeah,
counts.
get some of them and just have them like going along.
Yeah.
And then it's like they're really far in the distance, them cars.
Exactly. These are small and these are
These
far
away.
Far away, yeah.
But yeah, it's honestly like we went back in. Christ, was it today? Yeah, it was today. And obviously, I'd only seen the place one time, and we're like, God, it is big, isn't it? Like it is big. It's
Oh,
like
they're
it's
all
big.
kind
It's big. It's awesome.
Is it massively different cost wise? Like in terms of what you pay now?
It's like another £350.
Mm.
So it is a bit ouchy. But thing is, like I say £350, but my rent since I moved in 14 years ago has not increased. So to be fair, it is at market rate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know, basically like a house two doors down typically has just come on the market to rent 2 doors away. But that's on for $850 and it's not as nice. Like it's not as nice as this house. And
Yeah.
certainly nowhere near as nice as my new house. So, you know.
I mean, it is huge. And to be able to have a dressing room, an eBay room, an actual dining room, and a sitting room that's dedicated just as your sitting room, rather
Yeah.
than like sharing it with your kitchen, etc.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Good
Although we
news.
are messing things up a little bit because I still get like what you saw was because Lainey's seen a video of it. Well,
Yeah.
So the carpeted bit, which would be the traditional dining room, is my living room.
All right. So you're still going to be like on the kitchen like you are now.
Yeah, because I kind of like being in the center of the house. It's a usable space, you know, when you put her and stuff. Whereas with Mum, shove her in there, close the door quickly, you know.
Shove her in there.
Close the door.
Be all right.
There's 3 cupboards under the stairs. I hope she don't mean that.
No.
Yeah, that's how Sharon should be keeping one of her kids in there.
Loads of storage, isn't it? So is your eBay room going to be downstairs then?
Yeah, so that is in what I suppose would be, I don't know, because it's not the dining room, because my room's the dining room, second living room, the sitting room. The sitting room. There you go.
So the first one you went into that faces out the front, that will be your mum's room, and then
that's my mum's room, and then the one next to it is going to be my eBay room.
Yeah.
And then down the corridor is my living room, and then we've got like big kitchen with space for a dining table in there as well, which is cool. So we're just going to get like a little, little table, and then upstairs it goes my room, my dressing room, which I'm going to put the single bed in as well because there's enough space for it, and then like another spare room for just throwing stuff in for now until
Yeah.
get stuff sorted. And then Mum's living like one is down the hall, and she has the ensuite. So I also have my own bathroom as well. So it's bigger.
Wow.
Bigger.
Ooh,
Very
fancy.
big.
And is
The
it
agent
far,
on-
far
So
from
you
where
can
you are?
see the
It's
parlour.
like, Sharon, it's like 2 streets over.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because this isn't the first one that you thought you were going to, is it? This is like another one.
No. The first one was my friend's house, which
Yeah.
is totally like it's lovely, it's gorgeous. But it's just too far out, like in the sticks,
Right.
So, and it just wouldn't. And there's things like it's her parents' house, and sadly her parents passed away like quite young. And so she owns the house, but she just doesn't know what to do with it. She doesn't want to sell it because it's her parents' home, and just things like you wouldn't feel like, I wouldn't want to, take a picture down or move a sofa or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's her
Yeah,
parents.
it wouldn't feel like your own home.
Yeah, exactly. So although it was like lovely, like awesome of her to go, to give us a home, it was just like, well, it wouldn't be practical for a start. So
Yeah.
But it's all good.
The agent
So
called
have
this
you
room
officially moved
the-
in, or?
Well, we've got the keys, but we've got up until May the 7th
Oh, right, okay.
to move everything over. Yeah.
Oh, that's nice fair amount of time then.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's ages,
Yeah.
isn't it?
So your mum can sort all our funnels by that time.
Honestly, she's doing it with everything. So it's like lasagna dishes. Now, we never have lasagna, right? We've got like 6 lasagna dishes. Should we just get rid of some? Let's just get
I
rid of
was just laughing at the fact I've never seen them dishes in 9 years. That was what I was laughing at. I was like, just being buried in the back of your cupboard.
Yeah. It's like seriously, I've never seen those before. It's like, oh yeah, well, like, why do we have them?
It is crazy how much stuff just appears. We've done several trips to the dump, so many trips to charity, and it's like still coming.
Yeah.
Stuff is still appearing from random places.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you look at
we didn't need half of it. We didn't need 90% of it.
no. But you look at a room and you go like, oh, it's not that bad, because all I've got to move from here is like stuff on the shelves and sofa and table, unit and stock. Like that's not that much, is it? Oh yes, it is. Yeah, it really is. And then you forget that you put some stuff under the sofa, didn't you? So
Yeah. Oh, in the cupboards.
Yeah, there was like
Or down the side. Yeah.
yeah, there was a spare carpet, there was a tray, there was some weighing scales, there was my a box for an iPad, and like all like what do I do?
Yeah, why? Yeah. I think I've still got stuff in the attic boxed up from when I moved in here 15 years ago.
Yeah. Oh, there was
I know there is. I know for a fact there's a box of ornaments up there amongst whatever other
yeah.
crap.
There was some
Leave them
stuff
for another 15 years and they might be valuable.
Yeah,
Fucking chance of being a fine thing.
Yeah. But yeah, mental. I've done. Look, this is my left to-do list.
Right.
No, of things I've got to change addresses on, and stuff. Not like Boots card is essential, you know.
It might be. You never know.
Like Boots never send any letters anyway, do they? But I don't know. It was just like it was in my wallet as like oh yeah, that's a thing. So there we are. So I'm getting there, organising stuff.
Yeah, you forget how much there is to do because you just think, oh well, it's just moving, but actually no, it's not just the moving bit.
No,
all the bits before and all the bits after.
It's all like internet, sorting out internet, sorting out all the utilities, sorting out.
Done that. I've told the new electric place and gas that we're moving in. So I've done all utilities except water and council tax. because I haven't got a freaking clue how to do council tax, because the last time I applied for it was 15 years ago. And now apparently it's all different.
Yeah, that's a good, interesting one, because we pay like a lump sum. We tend to pay it all off in one lump. So I hope they're going to give us a big lump of it back.
Exactly. And things like my mum should obviously get a partial discount, which I think is 25%, something like that. But I mean, like I said, I haven't sorted this out for years. I don't know if it's automatic. I looked online and they were like, oh yeah, Bridgend Council, now you can do it all online. I was like, fab, let me go and do. Oh, you need to set up an account. Okay, I'll set up an account. And then I'm like, right, pay council tax. Oh, so you need this account number. And I'm like, what account number? Where do I get that number even from? I don't know. I just want to give you some money.
Just take my money.
Because the thing is, and I've been burned by this before many years ago when I had a really, really shit housemate. That like he hadn't paid his part of the council tax, and then the next time I registered for council tax, like in my next place, they came after me for his council tax.
Oh no!
Because we lived in the same place.
Yeah.
You see? And so they couldn't find him because he'd scarpered off somewhere, leaving, because I left the flat first. And then he left like 6 months later, but he didn't pay council tax the whole time. So I had to pay for his 6 months of council tax.
Oh, sickening.
Like they were going to take me to court for it as well.
Yeah, they don't mess about with council tax either, do they?
No. And that's what I mean. Like I'm trying to give them some money and they're not letting me.
They don't want it.
Yeah, but guaranteed 6 months down the line, they'll be like,
I was going to say, guaranteed somewhere it'll click and then you'll get a letter going, you owe us money.
Yeah, and not only that, they'll go like, oh, and because of late payment, you have to pay this on top. But I'm trying.
I mean, I would assume if you've paid it for the year in where you are, and you're moving, they would just transfer it over to your new place, wouldn't they?
I don't know.
Well, different councils and it's different.
Yeah.
I don't know. I would
Well,
think.
yeah, because you're going to a different council.
Yeah, we're on North Herts District Council, and so I would imagine we'd just say we're moving out on this date, so they give us a percentage back. It's just another hassle to chase up.
See, I vaguely remember having to like go to the post office or something like that, and like
I wouldn't imagine you go to the post office now again. I would imagine
no,
council.
But I remember
have you not got like with Cardiff, it's 2087, 2087. It's like the connect to Cardiff. Have you got like a connect to Bridgend?
Yeah, but to be honest, there's a mate from school that bizarrely works opposite my house that does this kind of stuff. It's like community outreach thing, helps people with like housing benefits and stuff. So I'm just going to go in and ask her because apparently she knows all this stuff. So, you know.
Because I would assume it will be through like a city hall or a civic centre, depending on what you have in your area.
Yeah. Thing is, there is no standard thing, is it? Like, I don't understand why you can't just go online and go, that's where I used to live, or like, this is where I now live. Can I start paying council tax on this place, please? Like,
well, it might be for you if you're. Well, Susan just said it actually. If you're within the same council area, it might be as simple as you keep an account and you just switch the address, and the rates might change a bit or whatever. But
yeah, could be.
You may keep the same account somehow.
Yeah, I don't know.
But ours will be settle that and set up a new one because we're going off wherever.
Well, to Australia apparently.
Yeah. Oh my! I'm so funny. So funny.
You're so funny. Did you just really say that?
Look, it says it in black and white here.
I can't see it. I can't see that, Nick. You should know that. I can say anything. You're so funny, my ass.
Yeah, Paula, I think thing is, right, me and Mum's, we split the bills in different ways. So Mum looks after the council tax because she's the one that gets the discount. I don't get discount. So she sorts out that, and I sort out like she does that and the water, and I do the gas and electric and the television and the broadband, telephone, all of that kind of stuff. So I don't know, and I doubt it. because
Just take my
again,
money.
it was 9 years ago, and so when she signed up, it was probably just sign this form, yada yada. Anyways, we'll find out.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll find out when they start knocking on the door for stuff.
So, have you put a new video up with the new place yet, or was it just an exclusive?
You what now? Sorry.
Of your house? Have you put a new video up about it?
Oh no. I know people will want to see, like the video that I took that I showed these guys was just one that I made for my sister so that she could see. That was the day that we were just having like the first look around the place, like to decide whether we wanted it.
So are you Cardiff Council?
No, Bridgend.
Bridgend, is that different?
Yeah. Yes, it's an entirely different place.
Bridgend was like in Cardiff, or does it just have a Cardiff postcode?
Oh no, like all of South Wales pretty much has a CF postcode.
Yeah.
And then you go over to like Swansea on that side,
SA and
Llanelli is double L.
Yeah.
Does Newport? Newport is NP,
It's
isn't
NP in there, yeah.
But yeah, I think all of what was like Mid and South Glamorgan is CF. Which is thrilling for all of the people in the side chat watching, isn't it? Sorry, guys.
It's thrilling for me. I love a postcode.
Do you? No, you don't, Nick, because we have to do all of those, like, search this postcode, search this postcode.
Oh, yeah, fucking postcodes. Holy shit.
That bloody week of homework that we had.
Oh, that. Yeah, sorry. That was more fun than you could handle,
Lex.
wasn't it?
Once I got into your rhythm, what you said, I smashed it.
See?
Yeah.
We got so brain addled doing that. We used to sit in a little chat like this and just lose our minds. Do you remember? I don't know if you were in on any of them. That was just
that was just
we went slightly insane.
Slightly.
I
don't think I ever came back.
It was singing in the Smooth Rider song out of Grease 2, was singing Sue Rider 2. Like really bad it was. She was a Sue Rider.
And I had some random thing going on with Isabel Hospice.
Isabel Hospice. Every time you found it, didn't you?
So every time I found one, I'd rant about that so and so Isabel. She gets about it. It was just a weird time. It was a weird time.
Also, whenever they put things like Sue Rider, discount superstore, furniture and electrical, all that, and you used to think, why do you need to have all of them freaking words? Just discount.
I'm not copying and pasting all of that. You can just be a Sue Rider.
Get annoyed.
Or when like you find one that sounds like it, like a charity shop, they'll go like, I don't know, Dave Griffiths, discount charity shop, whatever, and then you look at it on Google Maps and it's literally just like some guys, like that's not a charity shop, that's someone's garage.
Oh, I didn't find any of that.
Oh yeah, there was a few. It's like, you're not a charity. I don't think so.
Tell lies.
It was annoying. It was at times. Yeah. Yeah, I did want to kill Sue Rider, but I think she's probably already, not with us. Maybe I'm not sure.
I think she may have moved on. Yeah.
Well, I don't like her charity shops anyway.
She's expensive.
Unnecessarily expensive.
She is. A British Heart Foundation are terribly expensive.
But at least with Heart Foundation, it's like nicely presented. But I go in the Sue Rider in town, and I'm like, this stuff has been here for months and months. Like, anyways, we're not having a charity shop rant, do we?
Well, I've had every other rant, so I might as well.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, true.
We've covered council tax, carers, hospitals, wheelchair services. What else?
I was going to say, I tuned in for a little bit earlier, and I saw you kind of ranting about wheels and why they can't keep them in stock and stuff.
Yeah.
And it's like, surely it's that big, yeah?
Not even that big.
Like,
it's the smallest one at the front.
So they can't, like, they haven't got a cupboard. They can just put that in. Like.
Well, they said it's because they would have so many different ones for so many different people, so it wouldn't really work.
I've got some
Yeah,
Lego wheels.
Are you going to give me some wheels?
Hang on.
That's the
Sure.
thing. It's like.
You go. Oh, I can't even get them off. What the hell? Oh, well, they'll do, yeah.
Oh yes, I just have them on the thing.
You could have the whole car on that corner.
Right. Yeah, that'll look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Till some little kid spots it and tries to take it off.
I'll send you that for free if you like.
Thanks.
I'm that generous.
Jack says they don't support the Heart Foundation. Not sure if they still do, but they used to test on rabbits, giving them heart attacks, etc. Yeah, I've heard bad things about them as well, and also they're one of the biggest ones that pay their top execs or their what they're called. What are them people that have
executives?
Not the executives, they're like people who put their name to it, but they don't really get paid.
Shareholders?
Not shareholders.
Directors?
No, I know who you mean. You know, when it's like, you know, it's
consultant
by Kate Middleton or something.
Yeah, or they have to have their they have to have certain amount of people to cover, like for a charity. So they have to have so many. Oh man, what's the word? It's bugging me now. It's gonna bug me. Words. What is it? Anyway, they're getting stupid money for now, basically.
Yeah.
Just to attach them, like.
But when I was doing like charity fundraising, and we were going to do it for
Yes, Susan.
What's it called? I'm really bad with remembering shit, mate.
Help for
Heroes. With words today.
No, with words. I'm terrible with words. Yeah.
Help for Heroes.
Yeah, Help for Heroes. Yeah. Until I looked into it when my friend did, because someone said, "Oh, like the amount of money that actually goes to the charity out of what you donate is very minimal, because a lot of it." And the two people who started it were on I can't remember if it was 500,000 a year each or either 500,000 or 250,000 each, and they were a married couple, and they were the two people who started it. And then they had loads of directors and trust people. That's what it is. Trustees. That's the word.
Yeah.
So they get money for nothing, just putting their name.
And also because it's charity, a lot of what they do is like tax write-off, tax deductible, tax whatever, little tax loopy holes.
So we changed who we were supporting. We didn't support them. We supported Scotty's Little Soldiers instead, which is like a more like, they had like 3 people getting paid, the rest weren't. You know what I mean? That kind of thing. So yeah.
Yeah, I think you're better off supporting
most big charities do these days, isn't it?
Yeah, support the little ones, innit?
The problem is a lot of the main charities now is they class it as businesses. And
they're all businesses.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I understand.
In the if they're joining them from the corporate sector, they want corporate wages. Otherwise, they don't attract the corporate people.
But because you've got that,
right,
you can look on Company's House and see you have to put in your yearly records, don't you? I've forgotten the words again. Brilliant. And obviously you can see it's made public. It's because they're getting public funds, isn't it, with the charities, and have to put down everything that they pay out and all of that. So yeah.
It is a fabulous monkey making scheme, Susan.
I just read that. I want to make some monkeys now. That sounds epic.
Yeah.
Let's
come up with a monkey making scheme together and make all the monkeys.
Hey, it's the monkeys.
I like those monkeys with the weird nose. What are they? Proboscis monkeys? Let's make some of them.
Oh, with the big flop.
Yeah. What's that all about? How did that evolve?
Yeah.
Is that the same ones who have the red bum?
No, that's orangutans. No, it's not orangutans.
No, I don't know what they're called.
They've got the blue striped nose, haven't they? Those
the mandrills. Mandrills are how did that? That's evolution, eh? I think God
Yeah, well,
did it
it's
all.
just
Forget
again, it's a
evolution. Darwin was
bloke
wrong.
trying to get attention, innit? It's like, check me out with my makeup and shit.
Look at my big nose.
Yeah, look at my big nose, my big red ass.
No, but the
Ooh.
thing is, the baboon though, that is an evolutionary like good thing because
Oh, the butts. Showing their butt off.
Are they good for cargo?
men are very simple and they just go, I love
Bum,
that.
Boom, I won that.
Yeah, but it's the male ones that have the big butt.
That's all of them.
Oh. Well, whatever takes your fancy, innit?
Well, yeah, it's bum.
Bum, innit?
I like that. I don't know.
Anyway, how did we get onto that? Oh yeah, Susan, of course. See, blame Susan for most things. I think.
Bum.
Susan's bum. Was it? Is that it went?
Yeah.
Oh God.
Hey,
Yeah.
I went to my accountant today. That's
Oh.
also exciting, isn't it?
Oh, I had a call with an accountant today. It was so much fun. It was best
I
half
would
hour
say,
of my
did he
life.
say you're a gazillionaire and he knows all the tax loops and here's a list for you?
Sadly not. Do you know what? On the way there, my taxi driver was going like, "Oh, you should see this guy in Lantrison, right? He does my mate Fitz Kitchens. Ian's like, he's like, oh, he charges about like $3,000 every 2 days and stuff. Tell you what, you don't pay any tax." And he should be paying tax. I pay tax. He should be paying tax. Fucking hell. So yeah, but anyway, yeah. But today was just like talking about that, that 85 grand turnover, VAT type fund, and he's like, right, what you could do, he's like, I'm not trying to do myself out of a job, but what you can do is like, you need to keep these records and then do these, and I just went,
Glazed over.
yeah,
we used to do our own VAT, and it was a lot of work.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, so can I pay you to do this for me? And he's like, oh yeah. I mean, like, because everything has to go digital now. So like, even things like keeping your paper receipts, that is going to be phased out as well. Like even shit like that. So I was like, do you know what? Can I just give them to you and you do it? It's like, yeah, I'll come back to you with a cost. Like, we'll do
There's
that.
actually people doing that. I don't know if you listen. I've listened to the radio quite a lot. Was it Purple Money or Big Money Envelope? Where they're like saying, we'll send you an envelope, you send us all your receipts and we'll do all that shit for you.
Well, yeah, because it's like that, making tax simple, except it's not. It's making tax more complicated and turning you into a cashless society. So everything is just computerized, scanned. So say like QuickBooks and stuff. So if you're on QuickBooks and you're doing that, like it's fine. But if you're like most of us, where we just go, here's a pile of receipts, sit down with a calculator.
Yeah,
that's still me. We were going to go QuickBooks, and it just made everything harder for us. We're still in the dark ages until we're forced to be modern.
Well, that's next year.
Well,
but that's why I'm just like, do you know what? Crack on, because I want to spend more time on the things that I'm good at. He's an accountant. He can spend more time on the thing that he's good at.
Numbers.
Yeah.
And telling you like, right, you've got this much money left.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. And then I go,
then you've got to pay him.
Yeah, but like they say,
but that's part of it, isn't it? It's like I said, it's for the joy of just going, right, I've got this much money, I'm paying that much money, no stress.
And also the way I figure it is I like say I do it once a month, right? Where I sit down and work it all out. That's one day out of my life sat down doing sums. Whereas I could be making money on that day.
Yeah.
You know? So I figure I'll do that. I'm good at that bit. You do that bit.
That money that you made that day covers him.
Yeah, exactly. And it's way more fun.
And it doesn't give you a headache.
Well, exactly. A good accountant should pay for himself anyway in savings and potentially if they're doing their job. So
yeah, exactly.
Well, I'm gonna have to love you and leave you. I think go and do something.
Go do your tax return, Nick.
Oh, whatever. There'll be something on the telly.
I've
Go
got
and get your
mine
big
ready.
lollipop, you sucker.
Yes, I'll do that.
Go on then, off you skip.
All right, take care. I'll speak to
Good
you soon.
night.
See you
Right.
later, Nick.
Night
Yeah.
night.
So you were excited then for new plans for the new house?
2 hours and 34 minutes till I can do my tax room.
And then that's my sister.
Which
And
is
the
put
big
weirdo.
Yeah. Bless her.
Yeah, Susan's ready with hers as well.
Of course she is. Are you waiting up until midnight to do it, Susan? I'm quite tempted.
She'll be awake anyway, so I would definitely reckon.
Is that
That's true.
taxes? Susan's probably doing the taxes for like 5 years from now. She's that organised.
Yeah, premonition
Yeah.
taxing.
Yeah, I was about to
Wrong.
say it's on a spreadsheet somewhere, and she went, "It's on a spreadsheet, of course."
I know my accountant was like, I go like, oh, I'm pretty like old school with my accounts and stuff, and he's like, oh, what do you mean like a spreadsheet? And I was like, no, a bit of paper.
I like it.
Like, is that even
Like,
old
how old
school?
school
Is
do
it?
you want?
Yeah, exactly. Like, and not even, like a proper like what's it, a purchase ledger thing? Like not even
Yeah.
one of them. Just like actually post-it notes. Post-it
A bit of
notes.
paper.
So, in terms of when you're doing like your tax and everything, is like the stuff that you sell on. So like eBay must have like some accounts of what you've sold and bought and whatever and
yeah.
what you're doing.
Yeah.
So does he just take them numbers essentially, and then
Yeah, well, before it turned over to managed payments, it was a lot harder because it went through PayPal, and obviously PayPal took some fees and
percentage as
eBay
well,
took some, and it was all very. But now it's managed payments. For me, it's a lot easier to see, and then because it goes into my business bank account, and I only use that for purchasing business stuff, like whatever goes out is my expenses.
Yeah.
So it's really easy to like, well, that's in and that's out. So
Yeah.
the difference is profit.
And then anything you buy for like either stock wise or for the like, so when you move into your new place, I assume them shelves you could essentially put off your taxes because
they'll be tax deductible.
Yeah.
So say if I bought a new set of shelves that cost me 40 quid, that it means that I don't get taxed on that £40, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like 40 quid comes off my tax. The taxable amount of 40 quid comes off.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
So if, for instance, you got that guy to come back and put your new shelves in, you could take that money off.
Yeah, I mean, if that was just for business, then yeah, all of it would be a tax write-off. Yeah. Like, say for example, like I claim £715 a year from this house against my tax, because of the space that it takes up and obviously lighting and electric and stuff.
Yeah.
But I'll be able to claim more in the new house because it's taken up a full inside room and a bit, and heating, electric, and security.
Yeah.
I can claim my I've got like a subscription to security camera system where it all uploads all of the things, all the film. So that's a tax write-off, because like I wouldn't have it really otherwise.
Yeah.
Right.
I suppose the thing is that because you've got a dedicated eBay room, you don't then need covered shelves really, because
I'm just gonna use these.
Yeah, because you don't need them. But then I suppose you could, obviously buy them from yourself to use.
Oh no, that gets very complicated then.
Yeah.
I'll just donate them to my business. It'll be fine.
Yeah. So what are you going to do for your stuff then? I'm assuming you'll be putting shelves back in your sitting room to have all your DVDs and.
I might buy a new unit, I think.
Yeah.
Because I wanted one anyway, and it's just a good excuse.
Yeah, and then obviously they're getting reused, so that's still
Yeah.
good, isn't it?
And like I want to find, like, I'm not in a rush like to do it, but I'm waiting for the right one in a charity shop, you know.
Yeah.
So have you got any decorating to do, or is
Yeah,
it decorated?
I'm painting my bedroom wall, the back wall, because it's got hideous like butterfly girly wallpaper on it, and I'm like, no, that is not happening. So painting in there. I think we're going to paint Mum's room, my bedroom, and her living room, but everything else is fine, really.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
My like family are helping us move.
Your sister and your nephew and that.
Yeah, I was quite happy to get like a removals company, but they're just like, no, we'll do it this weekend. Like, okay. But it's all, like I said, it's all happening bit by bit. It's not like there's going to be one particular day where we're like, right, load the van up.
Yeah. I
No,
suppose it's just like obviously for your sofa and coffee table and them things like that. If you
But
get them-
where my brother-in-law works, he works for like Land Rover.
Oh, right.
And so he's like, oh, I can borrow one of the like the transits from work.
Yeah.
So, oh, cracking. Here we
Oh,
are then.
great. That's
Yeah.
much easier. And because you're
Yeah,
not going
plug it all
that
in.
far, it shouldn't be too long, should it?
Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, like we could probably do this whole house in a day. It's just we don't want to.
Yeah. Makes it less stressful. And plus, obviously, you only need to leave what you're using, you know what I mean? A couple of dishes and whatnot for what you're using, and the rest can be packed away and tucked down, can't it, really, and put away?
Yeah, exactly. And things like if you're doing it all in the day, like the cats will be really stressed, won't they? Because then you have to go. Whereas like you're moving most of it, and then literally on the last day, it's like, come on now, Shuduma, like, and we'll take the bed, and you got a new scratchy and stuff, and then she hopefully won't be as stressed. Because Azumi will be fine. Azumi will just be a bit like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know, where's the radiator gone? But
Oh, she's probably more like, I see you've bought me a bigger palace.
yeah, like
approve.
I'll have this one, and that's where my food's gonna be, and yeah. Whereas Shizuma will,
upstairs.
yeah, but Shizuma will be scared. She will. But I've got some. I ordered some Feliway, so that's coming tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like she will be okay. It's just she'll spend.
Okay.
Yeah, she'll spend the first week like in my room, going like, and then she'll, she'll be okay. Be fine. Be fine.
Oh, yeah.
And like the garden's nice. The garden's like Mum was like, oh, it's a smaller garden. I'm like, Mum, it's not a small garden. It's just that we've got a massive garden, and it's this is a normal size garden.
Yeah.
Is there any front garden?
No, not really. There's like and it's AstroTurf as well out the front.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So you can have like your pot plants, and if you wanted like a little chair, but it's not like a garden to enjoy. It's just the front of the house,
Plus, I mean, I suppose your mum could take any plants she wanted to. Really, she dug them up.
She's already dug up the garden.
Yeah, I was going to say she could take whatever
no
she wanted. Really, take them up.
Yeah, no. So she's already put them all in pots and everything. Obviously, we got to leave the trees, which is a shame. But no, she dug up everything else.
Yeah.
And there will be enough space. It's just leaving the trees and the fruit bushes and stuff. It's a bit,
A shame. Yeah, because of our jam, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But she was like, to be honest, I was getting a bit fed up of it. It's like, well, there we go. And there's a lot of work to maintain like this garden, a lot of work.
Yeah.
So.
And plus, right, if in the future she thinks, oh, I wish I could do it, and she goes past your old house, and obviously it's all full of fruit, she could easily just knock on the door and say, in exchange for a jar of jam,
me like
all of that.
Yeah,
that's probably just
tree that we planted. That can I?
In fact, she could just pinch it all. I was going
to say she just hop the fence and pinch her all. My plants.
She's like reaching over, get like.
Yeah, exactly. Go scrumping. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, we won't be short of apples anyway, because my sister has a massive apple tree in hers, but it is things like the fruit bushes, like,
Yeah.
and typically like the plum tree is just coming into flower for the first time. So that would
Oh,
have,
wow.
yeah,
For
like
sure.
typical. But never mind, you know.
It's a new chapter.
You just took
Exactly.
the
It's all
words
good.
right out of my mouth then. I was just going to say the same thing. New chapter.
Yeah. And it honestly, it is a lovely house.
It
Really
is
lovely.
definitely. I was when I looked at it, I was like, wow. And then I kept thinking, wow, that's more space and more space. And then I was like, how many cupboards? It's just like cupboards and space. Like, it's just mad.
I know, and the kitchen's huge. Huge.
Everyone thinks
And it's got a
like it's hardest in
dishwasher.
here because when you come in, there's like in my passageway, there's like 10 doors. You know what I mean? There's like 3 bedrooms, and I've got 2 cupboards. Used to be 3 cupboards. One of them got knocked down. There's 2 bathrooms, but one's just a little toilet and then a bathroom. And then the outside door, the sitting room doors, which are like double doors. But it's mad.
Yeah. It's so nice though having space.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't know yourself in like eBay room. No cold shed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. No having to put my torch and my coat on to go and get some stock and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
And
And
again, a whole new set of videos of you like sorting your stuff out, putting it away.
Is that the
And
room? Is your eBay room the one with the brown double brown cupboards?
Yeah.
Because it's like, are they full length or just slightly up from full length?
So there's like a cupboard, which is basically like to hide the electric points behind it for some reason. I don't
Oh,
know.
right.
And then they built like shelves on top of that, and then they've put doors on them. They're not brilliant, but I think they use it like they're DVD height, so it must have housed their whole DVD collection. But I mean, it's good for stock, you know. if
Yeah,
you put
because all the stock that like you had in the garage could go in there, couldn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah. And then the clothing is going to go on. I'm taking some of the garage shelves with me to put in there, but I'm reducing down like my clothing stock anyway. So at some point, like it used to be 26 boxes and it's now 6 boxes.
Mm.
So that's how much I've reduced like clothing down by. And
Yeah.
eventually that'll be like 1 or 2 boxes. So that'll be all right. But yeah.
exciting times ahead.
You treasured funnels.
Treasured funnels.
But if she's not making the jam, she doesn't really need the funnels as much.
She never needed 3 funnels in the first place. She
Well,
went,
no, she couldn't put the.
oh.
I was going to go, oh, where's the other hand come from? Like, 3 funnels. No worries,
Yeah.
Rebecca. So he says that makes me think, Lenny, how will I get into yours on Friday? I'll just leave the door. I'll leave the doors unlocked. I'll leave my patio doors will be unlocked. So Sylvia's coming to see me on Friday.
Oh, that's nice.
And then I don't have to sit in my room on my own. Sit in my room with Sylvia.
Yay. Have a party. Get drunk.
Yeah. But we're like, we'll have salad, and then she was like, and then we were talking about cake.
Salad.
Yeah.
Don't go all that way for salad.
I know.
You have chicken parm.
Chicken parmo.
Yeah, that one.
Don't start on the chicken parmo. Why would you say that, Lex?
Sorry. Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, I think obviously I understand it being like initial shock because it wasn't expected, was it? But then like, you know, to have like that, it's kind of excitement to start afresh, like in a way.
I think like I had a massive, like, as soon as like the phone call went, I almost knew from like the ringtone. I was like, this is the call.
It's gonna be bad news or something.
Yeah, like this is the one. And then I was upset, but it's mainly because like just because this is the longest I've ever lived anywhere, and it's you're taking my home away. Like, okay, how that's not fair. How can you do that? But
Mm.
obviously it's his house, and
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, I think it's nice to get rid of a load of stuff and to feel a bit of that weight lifted. And then also just like, yeah, this is the next adventure then. It's,
Yeah, totally. Totally.
Yeah, so it is kind of like a cleanse, isn't it? When you get rid
Yeah.
of a load of stuff,
definitely.
you keep hold of things and you don't really need them, but like you just keep them hold of things because one day last summer it was funny or something, and you're just like, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's madness, isn't
Yeah,
it?
again, it is the random stuff we do keep hold of is just
Mm.
even
yeah,
like
and
stupid like
things like
receipts or whatever. Like, oh, I gotta keep that
Mm.
just in case.
yeah,
Yeah.
birthday card from 4 years ago. Like,
Oh yeah, I'm terrible for
Yeah.
that. Like I've got all my mum. I still haven't gone through mum and dad's stuff. I've still got it there to do, and like keep putting it off. And even like my mum and dad's phone number and that's in my phone, and I can't delete them.
well, no,
They don't-
don't. The thing is, there's no
I,
reason for you
I
to delete it.
can't. I just can't delete them, even though I rang them the house number for some reason the end of last year. I just tried it, and it says it's not in use. Do you know what I mean? But like, it's kind of like it's weird. I just can't delete it. One day,
Yeah,
I
I've
suppose,
still got
maybe.
mums in my phone.
Mm. But then, like, I don't know if it was my brother or my sister, but one of them has deleted them. You know what I mean? Can't remember. It
Well,
just feels like it kind of feels like I'm doing it if like it didn't exist. But I know that's not true and it's stupid. But it's just like it's kind of a random thing, isn't it? I suppose that's why we hold on to things, isn't it? Like the like
Mm.
Yeah, same
and
reason,
that.
isn't it? Yeah, it's
It's
just
like
emotional ties, isn't it? The
you like put emotional ties in
the
things.
memories we got with it. Yeah, totally.
well, like that's what I mean. When I was saying earlier about moving into my friend Fiona's house, like even though Fiona's like totally groovy with everything, she'd be like, yeah, yeah, it's fine. Like she's so chilled, just like, yeah, yeah, it's okay.
Yeah,
Like you just don't know. Like I think I would feel a bit weird about say moving her mum's picture and stuff,
yeah,
that kind of thing. Because
yeah.
even though that she probably thinks that she's okay with it, I think if she saw it gone,
Yeah, it might have an issue. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And she might not expect that. So she might think like, oh no, it's totally fine. And then when she sees it, just goes, oh God, actually,
Actually, no, yeah.
and I wouldn't want to do that. Couldn't do that. Like
yeah,
that's, but yeah, I suppose it's weird. It must just get you in different ways, isn't it? Like when you least expect it sometimes. And I know like I've got many pictures of Azumi and obviously videos of Azumi because she likes to
yeah, yeah. Get in the way.
But there's very few pictures of me and Azumi together, just like pictures. And I only took these like a couple of months ago, and I normally just delete all of the pictures like off my phone.
Yeah.
But there's just that one, which is like, oh, like give me an Azumi.
Oh,
I just for some reason I just can't delete it off my phone. Like I just don't want to,
Yeah.
even though it doesn't make any difference.
You get it
But
printed,
not-
man.
I was gonna say that's the difference with pictures, though.
Get it
Pictures,
printed.
Yeah, but if I get
so
it printed,
digital, yeah, just get
it'll
it
be-
printed.
it'll
I
be-
agree with
yeah.
Lainey.
No.
I think it's because we don't get things printed. Like when we used to take pictures on an old camera, where you used to have to hand it in, and you got them all
Mm.
printed. And even if it was like 3 of them with your head chopped off and 1 of them with half your face in, you know what I mean? It's you still kept them, didn't you? Because it was it was part of that thing. You know what I mean? Whereas now, like they're all sort of like perfectly took and whatever type of thing. But like we don't get pictures printed. We just get we just share them and stuff and have them on our phone or like on whatever, online and that.
It all exists in the cloud.
Yeah, in the cloud. Unless the
little
cloud
loops.
has a meltdown and then
Yeah, it's
yeah.
quite weird you say that because I've said before I've got loads of photo albums because I've always loved taking pictures, and then sort of early 2000s they just sort of abruptly stop.
Mm.
It's just like there's no more. I have printed pictures since then, but nowhere on the scale that I used to.
Oh God, I don't think there's any physical pictures of me after like, I don't know. Yeah, about like 12, 13 years ago, maybe even longer actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I started getting mine printed out, you know, like after everything, like just because it's something about having a physical photograph rather than
Mm.
just looking on your phone or whatever. But they're not the same, are they, like to before, because they were always like, you know, there was always something wrong with it. Oh, look in the
Yeah,
back page.
But that's
Do
it.
you know?
It's the beauty of it, though, isn't it? Like you say, it's this
Yeah,
physical picture you took at the time where you chop someone's head off, or like you say, half a face, or it's double exposure, or too dark, whatever, too light, all
a
that.
little sticker that you add on it.
Yeah,
yeah,
they're like, yeah. But like you say, Lainey, now everything is so filtered and perfect. There's no margin for error.
yeah. So, oh, Laura, smash my phone.
That's like throw your phone around.
Oh,
Oh
Laura.
wow.
And she had an extension. She got hair extensions for her birthday off her partner, and she slightly overdraws her lip, even though she's got quite full lips, but slightly overdraws them, and wears fake eyelashes, and it drives me insane because she's got quite long eyelashes, quite full lips already, and
It's
but
crazy. It's like crazy though.
yeah, but it's how she feels. She's gorgeous anyway. She doesn't need it. I'm sick of telling her, but it's that sort of life
She is
now.
fit.
She's beautiful.
Mm.
And she's like, her personality's just the same. She's just a lovely kid, you know.
Oh.
She's got like daft. It's just like daft like me, maybe a bit. Even though everyone always says she looks so much like you, and I'm like, no, she
She
doesn't.
does though. Really does.
I did it like I see it sometimes, or she'll act like if we speak. A lot of people, if she answers the phone, they can't tell the difference between me and her when we talk. And like, although I think more now because a partner, Laura, the Lauras,
The
um,
Laura's.
the Lauras, yeah, she's a Geordie, so Laura's been picking up bits of a Geordiness, and I'm like, it's just, you know what I mean. But I'm like that. If I spend time with someone who's got a specific accent, I can pick up words of theirs that like in conversation. So yeah, I want to
So
get
what
that picture.
does she start talking like Mackham? Or do you start talking Geordie?
Oh no.
No, like
I
like
thought,
I would
hang on,
probably.
Lex.
With my friends from South Shields, right? If I
Are you
go out with
telling me
her,
Lainey's not a Geordie?
do you mean I'm not a Geordie? Rude.
She doesn't like to admit it, but yeah.
Oh
Nah.
shit!
It's
All
just
this time.
we all get caught. It's just like we all get called it, didn't we? Ever since I moved that picture, I've gone blurred a bit. Or maybe it's just my eyes, which is quite thingy. But it's funny how, like, I guess people in your area would all sound slightly. I mean, to say that you and Sharon are pretty close, I would never, like, ever assume you were near each other in Wales.
No.
But you,
No,
'cause
there's like
so
even in
different.
Cardiff, there's a different accent. Like say like Ely and Penarth are pretty much next door, and they're totally different accents.
Yeah.
Well, you got Ely, Kent, and Penarth, innit?
Mm.
No, not Penarth, Llandaff. That's what I'm thinking of. But
But
yeah,
like, yeah, Llandaff and Ely are pretty
that
much next door to each
real,
other, and you'd never think it.
not at all. But it's like one's like right bra, and then the other one's like the nice Welsh accent, my Welsh accent. I'm posh. But even then, say like Cowbridge, is like another accent again, isn't it? Like, and that's just down the road from here. And
I think Barry and Cardiff are pretty close in accents.
yeah, because
Like,
your accent to me is like a Barry accent as well.
yeah.
Is
Is that a Nessa accent?
Sort
That's
of.
what I'm just gonna say.
Yeah.
Like, people in Barry don't speak anything like that.
No, I was gonna say Nessa's accent is like it's a
It's proper
vulgar.
Welsh, isn't it? Like it's Valley's Welsh.
It's
More
yeah,
like
and
it,
it's a,
more
it's a
towards
caricature.
your accent of Welsh.
But it is. It's a caricature of Welsh. Like no one actually speaks.
Yeah,
like
no one actually speaks like that.
Yeah.
Was it with a body like he said? A body.
Yeah, no one speaks like her.
No, nobody does.
You'll get ones
All
like
right.
say like Joanna Page, like her Welsh accent is like that's your normal Welsh accent, and Uncle Britain's as well. Like in it.
Yeah, like in it, yeah.
Like, you know. But yeah, Ness's is just ridiculous. That's no one
Yeah.
speaks like that.
Yeah, no one speaks like that.
Just overdone for the show, for the effect, I suppose.
You see, for me, I don't even think I've got a Welsh accent compared
Really?
to Welsh accents.
No, I think yours is really strong. I think
Yeah,
Lex,
and so do I. And I'm
Lex
like
doesn't have a Welsh accent compared to you, to me.
To me, to you.
Lex is
To
posh.
me, to you. Jimmy.
I am posh.
Yeah,
I
Lex
wish.
is posh.
Wish.
Like, I'm a posh from the northeast, see.
I'm still waiting for the day I see her in Cowboys Road. I'm so going to embarrass her. I'm just like shout random shit across the street and stuff.
I can't wait. Bring it on.
You know what?
I don't think I'm going to stay up and do my tax return.
Not if you're yawning there.
Tiny.
I know. I don't think I can make it. I'm knackered.
No, but like as soon as you open your eyes, you'll be like, ping, tax return.
Tax return time.
If you're
No.
dreaming about him in your sleep.
But that's the annoying thing is that I'll probably wake up like so. I'll go to bed and then I'll wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning going, "Can I do it now? I'm so excited."
Take my pieces of paper.
Maybe I'll take them to bed with me, and then when I wake up at 2:30, I can just go.
You might
That's
put
probably not good. You're probably
on
going to have
by
it stuck on your
accident.
face. There's going to be drool. That's not a good idea.
Oh, Susan, I've been paying in £50 a week towards my next payment, which is the 31st of July. So technically I'm sort of ahead, I guess, in a way. Because the way I worked it out is that paying £50 a week, I shouldn't have too much to pay on that deadline.
Yeah.
What are we now? April, May,
Susan
July.
being sensible again.
Oh, 600. Like I'll have a few hundred to pay, maybe, but not as scary as like the first time I did it, where it's like, you owe us £3,500.
Oh my god. Don't think I'd cope.
It is a bit like squeaky bum time, because you have to pay for what you've earned and then pay like part of next year as well. And you're going like,
all right, so like you're in
I don't know
advance.
what I'm earning next year. How can you take tax off me that I haven't earned yet? It's bizarre.
It's all imaginary and it's all fucking made up.
I know.
And this is all a dream. And we're all going to wake up tomorrow in the shower and everything's going to be fine.
And I wasn't
all together.
Yeah, all together in one shower.
Ew. I don't think so. Right, I do think I'm going to bugger off to bed.
All right, bugger off then.
I don't think I'm going to make it until midnight, to be honest.
When you turn into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if
I'm
we're
already a pumpkin, so
no.
I turn into a shoe. No, that's weird.
Turn into a human. No.
Don't curse her with that.
Right, nice to speak to you all.
And
Yeah,
you-
nice to see you, Lex. Take care. Don't work too hard and enjoy your taxes.
Yay, fun. Right, see you later.
Good night.
Hi.
I was wondering if you were still there, Stig.
Yeah, just doing bits here and letting you,
Listening along.
Yeah. Give somebody else a chance to talk.
Yeah, God, there's nothing worse than stressful than moving. Holy crap.
Yeah, it's meant to be the, what is it?
The most.
The most stressful
Yeah,
thing.
what was it? What did you say? Get a holiday,
No, get married, get divorced.
get married, get divorced, and move. Yeah.
Moves.
Christ, I've had some
They
stress in
move.
my life.
I gotta be honest, fucking getting divorced wasn't very fucking stressful at all.
Get married.
Yeah, that's a fair point. Actually, yeah.
Well, I suppose it depends. If you're the one who wants to be divorced, then probably isn't.
Get married.
Yeah, fuck off. You didn't have any stress getting married because you didn't do shit. Yeah, exactly.
Turned up, didn't he?
Oh, fuck you.
I showed up.
Yes, there we go. Oh, there's a surprise. There's an echo in this room.
I showed up. I made sure you wandered away. And then I fucked off.
God, he turned
he
up out
fucked
the
off.
goodness of his heart, gave the best years of his life, and you're disrespecting him. It's just terrible.
My car.
Pardon?
I have no clue what you were just saying, but I'll just agree.
That's the right thing to do, Lenny.
With Sharon.
Yeah.
Why? What did I do? I didn't do anything. It wasn't me.
No, I'm just agreeing with you. Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah. Well,
I was going to say, whatever it is, Stig's fault. I didn't do it.
oh, it's that's standard practice.
Yeah. I think it's about time we wrapped up now, actually.
I was just thinking that, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's,
I think we've had a rant, put the world to rights.
yeah, nearly 3 hours worth of ranting, worlds to rights, and all of those things. And we shall. What day is it?
Tuesday. I thought it was Monday earlier, but it's not. It's Tuesday.
No. I'm going to attempt to do one of these on
What's that?
Thursday.
I can't see. It's really small.
It's
Was it cross stitch?
cross stitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you seeing that?
Are you going to video it? Please say you're going to video it.
Yeah, I will.
Okay, good.
Are you seeing me put the piece of cloth thing that's in there over this bamboo thingy majoggery? And
Yeah, that sounds like a plan.
And then it says it's got destruction, so
Well, I don't know what to say. Cross stitching is probably not the easiest thing to do. I don't know. I'm not an expert, but my mother-in-law is.
mhm.
My mother-in-law's just finished a cross stitching that's taken her 3 years to do.
It says adult supervision is recommended, so I probably need to
Lady, put it away. Just put it down. Put it down now.
I'm pleased to tell us not to eat that stuff because I probably would. But
don't eat any of it. Don't stick it up your nose.
I'm gonna have a go at this, and if I can find the wool.
If you can find the wool, that would help. It's probably in there, Lainey. Show me the packet.
Well, no, the thread for this is in there, but the wool to do the pom-poms.
Right. I thought you were on about your cross stitching.
No, I was thinking I'm going to do that. If I can get 2 videos done, I might as well. But then again, if I'm so frustrated with one, maybe it's best to don't.
Yeah, I think you might be better off with the pom-poms rather than the cross stitch.
I don't know. Looking at this, if I'm really ready. So maybe I'm better.
Why did you do it like that? Why did you put it on the screen like that?
Well, that's because that's what it looks like.
Rather aggressively poking your double-ended pom-pom maker into the screen.
There's a website, wonderneedle.com. So I'm going to see if there's any instructions. Oh, there might be instructions in there and see something folded. Oh no, that's just the back. You're all right. Oh, you're on right. I was going,
I
oh,
bet you, honestly, I bet you it's really easy to use, and I bet you it's
it
better than
probably
any
is.
like bloody
It
cardboard
probably is. I just
circular
can't
thing.
because obviously I'm not used to the circle thing. I can't
Yeah,
work
it's
out
just
how it works.
making your brain go, what is going on?
Yeah,
This is not right.
but I'm sure I will. And as you said, I'm sure it'll be easy to do.
Yes,
Oh,
I would
not
imagine
bad.
it's really easy.
The clues in the title of your stream, really, it's not Chatty Wednesday. Yeah, Chatty Tuesday. Don't pee on it. That's my advice. Okay, it's not going to come back positive with something, and
Why are you going to pee on it? Why are you going to pee on it for?
because it looks like some sort of peeing.
Ah, right. Okay, now I get it. Yeah, okay. I retract my last statements.
Double-ended
Why are
pregnancy.
you going to pee on it?
I don't know. Can't wait to see you on Friday, Lenny. What can't you forget from the train station? Yes, no problem. No problem. Okay, we will wish you good night. It has been 3 hours. It's
Yes.
not. It's 11 o'clock at night.
Don't even sing it. Don't even go there. Don't
Doesn't
you
work.
dare.
And it's 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah. I know what you were going to sing.
Or could just sing. It's 4 hours from 3 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my god.
Yeah, oh my God, help me, Stig, save me.
Oh,
You came here on your own accord. It's your own fault. Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
I deserve a medal. I've been here bloody longer.
You can have a
Sounds like a
medal.
you problem.
I think Fauna should send me some compensation fudge.
Compensation fudge.
Yeah, for
Okay.
for services rendered. You know, for
Long service and all that.
yeah. Yeah.
Okay, you can
Any
bring
reason really, I don't care. It's just,
Yeah,
you know,
just send him fudge.
make
He
send
just
the
wants
fudge.
the fudge. He doesn't care. Just
Yeah,
out with a
it
stick.
doesn't
Just
have
say,
to be a
send me
reason,
fudge.
to
I
be
need
honest.
fudge in my life.
Yeah, I need fudge in my life. Yeah,
There we go.
yeah,
make up a reason.
yeah.
Anyway,
Yes. Good night, people. You lovely people.
yeah. Ian kept the live going while Ian took a call from her fans. He does deserve an award.
There you go. You see.
Yeah, a suck it up award.
Okay, phone. Anyway, right. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Everybody.
Night, guys. Take
Careful.
care.
See you soon. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.